can't remember what happened last time. You guys went to the town north of Black Hollow, and you stumbled upon the bandits that were shaking down the innkeep, and you took care of them, and you gathered some information on a certain individual, and learned
the necromancer,
the assumed necromancer, and I think there was some planning on that, and I think that was where we left it off.
I think we went back to Black Hollow to sell stuff.
Yeah, you went back to Black Hollow, and you started selling stuff.
I think that's where we. Down.
Yeah, yeah,
our vast riches.
Your vast riches were weighing you down, and I think that's where we left off.
Yep. Rain, are you fine with your money? You're not being weighed down, are you? Do any purchasing?
Oh gosh, I don't know how much.
You have like
wait, my GP does not reflect what I supposedly have. Hold on.
You're platinum.
You have 1 point. You have platinum and you have gold, so you have like 1.8k in total.
Oh shit, 92.
Yeah, I changed all your currency into platinum because you had too much.
Yeah, you
how
are.
Much platinum is a gold.
1 platinum.
1 platinum
gold to a platinum.
Whoa, slow down. 10 gold to a platinum.
1 platinum is 10 gold. And 1 electrum is 2 gold. No.
Let's just pretend Electrum doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
What about shocking grass?
It genuinely doesn't exist in this world. Because it's a stupid currency.
I have 1,800 gold.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
It's a good thing you picked up the crafting feat, because you can craft those gloves you want.
Well, no, you don't have... I don't think you have access to Clairaudience, and I think it's a 3rd level wizard spell.
You can substitute pretty much everything besides the feat for a +5 to the DC.
Yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yep. What did we just say? Holy crap, I'm confused.
Okay, for crafting wondrous items, normally you have to have everything the item requires, so the spell, the level, the item, etc. But if you don't have those, you can instead add 5 to the DC and ignore one of the things up to all of the things. So if you don't have the spell, just add 5 to the DC and you can craft it without the spell.
I thought you still had to have it on the scroll, though.
Yeah, for stuff like spell completion, you can't screw the rules. You have to have the...
Wow. It's not that difficult to create magic items. It's like
it
the
gets
DC...
increasingly difficult if you don't have the stuff.
Okay, that is a good point. It says like the DC is 5 plus the caster level, and then I guess since you're substituting the spell, it would be DC 13. Is it spellcraft that you use for it?
Yes, spellcraft.
Okay. And what is your spellcraft?
+9.
Yeah, so you have a
you can take 10 on crafting.
Oh, you can take 10 on that?
Yes.
Wow. So you guaranteed make it. But it does take a day.
I mean, I can
and
double check.
1,000 gold worth of stuff, right?
Yeah, but
yeah,
you
a
do
day
have
for
1,000
gold pieces of value.
So that's what I want to do with 1,000 of my gold.
Yeah, okay. That is going to take a day, though.
Actually, I might be thinking of take 10 from the
yeah, it doesn't, like... It seems super weird that you can take 10 on that.
No, you can't take 10 because there is a failure. There is a feat that allows you to do that. It's because my players always take the feat, so I just assume it as a base rule.
Fair enough. What feat is that?
I'll have to look it up. There's so many feats of crafting.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, you will have to make a spellcraft check, and you have to get a 4 or above to make the item.
What happens when you fail?
You lose all of the materials.
I might be missing rules. I think you can take 10, because it's take 20 and all that take.
There is a failing the check. Like, if you fail the check by 5 or more, you get a cursed item.
Yeah, that's the way you can't take 20. If you're not in immediate danger or distracted, you can take 10.
I'm crafting magic item.
Just for any skill check. Yes, you can take 10 on crafting items. You just cannot take 20.
fair enough. So you take a 10 on that, and you manage to automatically create a sweet magic item.
You roll it, or you take it at the end of crafting, and if he's crafting those gloves, it'll take him 2 days.
Oh, I thought it was a day.
It's
per
base
1,000
price. The
GP.
base price of those gloves is 2k.
Oh, okay.
Crafting price is half.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to take you guys 2 days to make those sweet magic items. And I was looking at the magic item rules, and I think going forward, I'm going to use the rules for magic items, like regarding if you can buy them or not. So, like, each city has a certain base price of magic items, and if the magic item you want to buy is within that base price, there's a 75% chance. And then it has a
settlement rules.
Sorry?
You're using the settlement rules.
The what rules?
The settlement rules.
Yes, the settlement rules.
Okay.
Son of a bee! I forgot that we have that silly. Sorry,
Wait, what?
Apparently you have
I
something
forgot
that's
we're using that alternate feat thing. Does
is
it
wrong.
affect? Does it affect
What?
crafting feats?
What
don't
alternate
think it does.
feat?
The elephant in the room.
Oh, the element. Oh,
Elephant
I
in the
don't
room.
think
Does
so.
it
No.
affect crafting feats? Okay.
No, not as far as I'm aware. It just affects, like, feats that are relatively pointless and ubiquitous, and
Isn't
stuff like that.
too much for like meta magic stuff, or
Yeah, it
overall
doesn't change
magic
that
stuff.
much magic
That's
stuff.
what I thought. Oh, thank God.
it was mostly for the combat things.
Yeah, like
For a second, I
power
thought
attack.
I like read the wrong thing, and I was like, no way.
No.
Ooh, elephant in the room does get rid of Daze spell, by the way. The meta
The
magic.
days?
Does it?
Yeah.
Where does it say
I
that?
don't think it does.
It removes dazing, unless it. I thought this is a complete replacement for
No,
like
it's
meta
not a
magics.
complete replacement. It's alongside.
Yeah.
So only
There's
the
a
things
separate
on
list. There's a separate list of feats that it just gets rid of.
you? Okay,
there's
so
a separate list
only
that gets
the
rid of,
meta
but it doesn't include
And I'm
dazing.
pretty sure if the feat isn't mentioned at all, it still exists as per the normal
Oh, yeah.
Pathfinder rules.
Like there are like, I don't know how many feats there
Okay.
are in Pathfinder, but there are thousands.
Sets.
There are probably
There's like
hundreds.
so many, so it would
Yeah,
be
there are
stupid to just
hundreds
list
of
all of
feats.
them here.
Shit tons.
And like
if it's
elephant
on the
in
list,
the rule,
it changes it.
yeah, it changes
Okay.
or
It
substitutes
does have
or
a craft wondrous item on that list of things they change. So let me read
Yeah,
what
I'm
it
looking at
does,
it now.
check it out.
because I want to see. I need to know what the difference is real quick. I almost
Some
forgot
of
we were
the-
doing that.
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Some of them don't change at all from.
Yep. They just want to mention,
What it
like,
is.
I think they take all the base Pathfinder feats and put them in the elephant in the room, and
Yeah.
then there are the hundreds of feats from different books and adventure
Okay,
paths
cool.
and
That's fine.
all that stuff. Okay,
That's okay.
so you take. I completely lost the train of thought we were on. You're taking 2 days to make the gloves. And are you guys wanting to do anything whilst the gloves are being made?
Well, we also had to take the 2 days to wait for Gambokis thing.
Did what now?
You had something enchanted, I think your weapon.
Yeah, my enchant my cookery.
Yeah, and that
Oh,
that
did
took
you do
2
that?
days.
Oh, was
Yeah,
that
we
last
ended-
session?
Yeah,
came
we
back
ended
here.
that there.
Oh, okay. Then that'll have been, like, you will have made the gloves while you were waiting for that. So,
Yeah.
you now have the gloves.
Thank you for remembering that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And I need to advance the date.
Are you allowing the retraining rules? Goose.
I don't know. What are they?
Basically, you spend time and money to retrain a load of your things, so you could swap out a class level for other class, increase your health if you rolled low, change out skill ranks or ability choices, etc.
I don't think I'd have to look it up a bit better. I will allow this for now. As long as it doesn't just increase your stats, as long as it's allowing you to, like, retrain a feat or retrain a skill rank or whatever, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's mostly fixing mistakes you made.
Yeah, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's 100% fine. I've never liked the rigid nature of role-playing games where, like, you've made a decision and then it, like, you realize that you don't like this feat or this decision and you want to change it, but you just don't get to. Like, no, that's fine. You can retrain that.
Alright.
I have so many spells now. I have 10 first level spells.
That is a lot of spells.
But you can only prepare so many.
Yeah.
Incorrect. I can spend my Arcanist points to change
yeah, you got
any
that, didn't
spell
you?
I'm prepared on the fly.
How many points
I
do you
imagined when you said that, you pushed up your glasses in that anime way.
have? They just shine a little bit.
Yeah, they shined a little
actually-
bit.
I actually may or may not have done that. I do actually wear glasses, so you might have just called me on my bullshit.
I do that a lot too. It's just fun. It's fun to be an anime.
Oh my god! Because you mentioned anime. My friend and I convinced one of my other friends to come over and use my second VR headset so we could all sit in VR chat and use a theater to watch like the League of Legends esports games. And
That's pretty cool.
we made my friend, who's like a pretty manly dude, like take like a really weebo anime girl avatar. His
Quality.
brain snapped. His brain like cracked. Like there was like
Oh.
multiple times where he was like, I can't hand too much stimulus. I don't know what's happening, and he just run around in circles.
VR chat.
That is some next level nerd shit there.
It was great, dude.
Indeed.
Okay. We got this, guys. I got these gloves that everyone's judging me for getting. Just
I
fine.
said go ahead and get them if you want 'em.
It's it's 1,000 GP in like the grand scheme of things. It's gonna be a drop in a bucket, and it might
Yeah.
it might be incredibly useful. Might.
Maybe.
If there's
Yeah.
ever a keyhole we can't look for, we'll look to you.
It's perfect. Don't
It's
worry, I got
perf-
this.
It's
And we'll just
perfect.
hear the Jeopardy music for a minute as he runs his hands over all the walls and tries to find it.
We'll play the Who Wants to. I can't remember if it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or what it is. Like the dun 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 dun.
No, you as the DM put a minute on the clock, and we just go do 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 do.
Yeah.
And I gotta try and get all the walls as quick as I can.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You have your gloves and your kukris and all that good stuff. What is it that you guys want to do?
Did you want to continue heading after the huntsman? Because we were doing that, but then we found that interim side quest.
Yeah, we should probably get the huntsman first.
Well, right before now, you're
Just
gonna.
for consistency.
I would want to ask if I can commission Aaron for something. That if you can actually do that.
I get commissions. This is great.
Yes.
Exactly.
Can you make me a hat of disguise? Is that doable yet?
Possibly.
I
Let's
don't
have
know.
a
They
look,
pull it
see.
out.
'Cause I've been
Well-
saving money for it, but if you can just make it for me, I don't have to
Yeah,
wait.
it's only
That's very doable.
Yeah,
It's
he-
DC
And I even
11.
have the disguise self spell, so this means I just.
Oh, you actually just
Like-
automatically, yeah.
That would take another
Nice.
2 days, but he can make it pretty
Yeah.
easily.
Exactly.
Okay. On a note for making something, does it have to be 2 days straight?
No, it's 1 day per 1,000 gold.
Gil?
And you can split the days, but you have to put in at least 8 hours to start it. You can't say like, I'm just doing 2 hours this day, 2 hours another day, unless you're doing the optional rules.
Which I don't think we are.
But no,
'Cause
you
if we
can-
didn't
you
wanna,
can do-
like-
you can do a day today and then a day in a week.
That's my point. If the group doesn't want to just wait around for like multiple days making things, I can start something and we can start adventuring, and then it'll take another day for me to finish it.
Yeah, it's not like an immediate thing. Just something that we could do on the
It
go, I
would-
guess.
You can't
With
craft
those-
while walking. You need to be like seated and have either a floor or a desk to work on. So if you get a cart, then you can craft on the road.
I mean, a cart is like 15 gold. Like, it's not that expensive.
Yeah, we also need. Oh, we can have Steve carry the cart.
Yeah.
We
and,
don't
like,
need a horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And besides, mules are not expensive either.
So if you want, we can buy a mule on a cart and you can craft on the road. pretty much
Yeah,
just be
it's-
your
cart.
your nightly cart as we all walk.
Peasants below me, I am the king of crafting.
Let's see. I'm reading real quick because it says
A mule is 8 gold.
You're really into that gill.
It's because
Yeah, I know.
I did the
only
same
game is
thing.
Gil.
You were playing 14 before you jumped on, weren't you?
No, yesterday I did my Final Fantasy 9 campaign.
I did the same thing. I wrote like Gil in my notes at one point.
Only it doesn't say how much.
I'm trying to find where because you said that I need the work start at least 8 hours, but I can't find that.
What you want? If you go to here, it explains it
I'm
there.
just-
And for the 8 hours part, it is the.
It does say an
paragraph.
item needs at least 8 hours, regardless of the cost.
It's the 6th paragraph.
Yeah, creating an item requires 8 hours of work per 1,000 GP in the item's base price, with a minimum of at least 8 hours.
I think that's just saying that you can't spend less than 8 hours to create something, even if it only costs 500 gold, unless it's a scroll or a potion, as
Yes.
as the next line says.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say I need 8 hours to start creating something. And then down below it says if a caster is out of inventory, and you can devote 4 hours each day to item creation, although he nets only 2 hours worth of work. This time is not spent in one continuous period, but rather during lunch, morning preparation, and during watches at night.
Yeah, so something that would take maybe like 2 days would instead take 8 days. No, 8 days, because you're getting 2 hours of work.
2 hours a day. Okay, yeah. Then you need
Yeah,
8 hours
so
to
eight-
get.
Yeah, for 1,000 GP, so
It
you'd need
basically says I
two-
can't work more than 8 hours on something in a day as well.
Yes.
Okay,
you're
so
not allowed
I'm going to
anymore.
make an executive decision here. We're going to wait for the Have Disguise, because avoiding future goblin incidents is going to be greatly beneficial to us.
Fair
That's
enough.
probably.
But think of
pretty
all
smart.
the races we could find and then kill.
Exactly.
I mean,
I
lawfully
mean, I still need to make a
apprehend-
disguise check, so even with the hat, so it can still happen.
Yeah, but you're going to be getting like a plus 20 to your checks,
Well, the
It
hat
just
gives plus
can
10.
all.
or plus 10.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
Yeah, plus 10.
greatly
That's very good.
Scully's favor to avoid alerting any more nosy locals.
I mean, if we're spending another 2 days for crafting this hat, I could possibly borrow gold from one of you, and I said gold this time, so that I can retrain one of my hit points.
I'm very sad that I have push to talk on because I wanted to clap into the microphone.
How
Just
much
Put your elbow
gold
on
do
the
you
button.
need?
I need 66 gold.
Oh,
I'm
fuck
sorry.
that. I'll give you 66 gold. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
I couldn't help but laugh at the little pause between the 66 and the gold because I imagined that you had to mentally think gold, not gil.
I'm not gonna lie, playing things like Final Fantasy Online and stuff, it's very tempting to say Gil every time.
Well, I don't even play online. I play a Pathfinder game of it. Well, I run one, actually.
Oh, in Final Fantasy?
Yeah,
Is
I
it-
use the FFD20 system, which is basically a homebrew Pathfinder.
That's awesome.
So I'll take the 66 gold from Aaron. It's been so long since I had to say his name. And I'll retrain one of my hit points.
Okie dokie.
That takes 3
Oh
days.
man, I've got enough money that Rain could make a handy haversack.
How many days are we spending in this town?
Just chilling in town for like a billion days.
But at the end of those billion days, we're gonna have so much magic stuff.
Yeah, so many magic items.
Meanwhile, the necromancer takes over the countryside.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile,
As
at the
long as
Legion
the
of
necromancer
Doom.
doesn't get between us and our stuff.
Yeah,
I
between
don't
you
think we're
and
gonna have
the
any
magic,
problems.
magic
As long as
item.
We're all
factory.
entirely too chaotic and utterly non-altruistic to do something like that.
Brilliant.
Let's see how easy it is for him to make a handy haversack.
1,000 gold pieces in secret chest.
What is it? There it is. Found it. Boop. I do not have the secret chest spell.
He does not have
but-
the cast level, so that would be +10.
Wow.
Because +10 for cast level, well, +5 for cast level, +5 for secret chest.
I would. I could make it, but I could easily fail.
No, if you're taking 10 on it, it's a what's the DC in total?
I have no idea.
14 plus 10, so 24.
Oh,
I would
okay,
have to
yeah.
roll a 15 or higher.
Yeah, it's oof.
You have a 25% chance of getting it and a 75% chance of losing all your gold.
Or you could craft items that increase your spellcraft.
What is?
It's like the Skyrim thing where you make a potion to increase your crafting, then you craft a potion to increase your crafting, then you craft a potion to increase your crafting.
You just each
Yeah,
every
and it
time
just-
the potion is just better than the last.
Yeah.
It just ends with you having a fucking million GP worth of potions in your inventory and a magic sword that deals 1,000 billion
Yeah.
damage.
Sadly, this has a hard cap.
Yay!
The hard cap is like 54. So you get a
No,
plus 54 to your
boy.
spellcraft.
That's not good. And also, it's limited by gold, so
Yeah.
that is good.
That's a good point. I totally got to start making things to make my hand. This is Skyrim all over again. I'm so excited.
But you'll be saving us money in the long run.
But none of us are stealth archers. How can this be Skyrim?
I
Yeah,
could technically
exactly.
become a stealth archer because my sneak attack does apply to ranged attacks.
I didn't start this game to play goddamn Skyrim.
Where are the dragons? I want to learn their
But
shouts.
this is where it's ending, my good friend.
You walk into Port Haven and there's a guy being executed. There was no murder. Ulfric challenged the High King to a duel. That's the best reference I know from Skyrim.
I'm gonna go up to Aaron. Gamboki has wares if you have coin.
Oh god. Okay, so after making the Hat of Disguise and a lot of Skyrim references, what do you guys want to do?
We're going back after the huntsman. Properly this time.
Back out after the Huntsman.
Aaron and Nascali might want to swap out their spells for something that's suited. Because I'm doubtful this is going to be a sneak mission.
So we are hunting what?
It's after a burly man and his bear.
We're going after the burly man and his bear? Let's
Yeah,
see.
the huntsman.
What do I prepare?
Hold person.
Yeah, whole person would work. You have that. I don't know if the Arcanist gets that. I know the cleric does. But Nascali doesn't want to hold people. when
I
slit
have
their
hold
throats.
person and I have it prepared.
Oh, so you can hold the
I-
person when I slit their throat.
I do not have
I don't
person.
want it.
Yes, you do. Calm down.
I've seen the power of Hold Person from Pathfinder Kingmaker. Oh god.
I don't think color spray is going to be all that great this time.
Let's see, what feats does
Oh
the
yeah, I
Huntsman
guess
have?
third level now.
Iron Will. Improved Iron Will. improved Iron Will.
So I'm thinking I have to prepare Chill Touch. So then
mean,
the
there
two
is
that I
a-
will prepare
there is
outside of
a,
that will be.
A feature you can take so you can re-roll your will saves.
He has he has 3 traits, and all of them are giving him a +2 to will save.
How
And
about-
he
Traits don't stack, so
he
you can apply them.
multi-classed Wait, traits don't stack?
No, trait bonuses don't stack.
Oh, that's not good.
Because they're
I
a
have
trait.
I have a character that has 2 will save traits in another game, and I should probably change that then.
Are they both
So you
combat
have to
traits?
save a character that
No.
has one.
Okay.
One
No,
will
they
trait.
are it's a religion trait and a social trait.
Yeah,
that
you can only
both give
take
2
one
will save.
trait per type, and trait
Yeah.
bonus doesn't stack. Just like
Dang.
every other bonus.
Ah.
Besides dodge
Well, I mean-
and
Yeah, I
circumstance.
thought it was a nameless bonus. That's why a typeless bonus. That's why I assumed it would stack.
We have
But
enlarged
that was
person in
wrong.
Greece. There we
Which could
go.
work. I don't think a bear would have high reflex.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I'm not going to look it up because that's metagaming.
Lightning reflexes. Improved lightning reflexes.
Let's go, Steve, cool guy. You're gonna be gigantic.
Again.
Yay! Big Steve is happy.
Oh, pin the guy so I can slit his throat. just stop everything so I can slit their throats.
Steve sees no problem with this.
Okay, so you guys
It is only
travel.
merciful.
You guys travel northwards towards the outskirts of Darkened Wood. As you're passing through the nameless farming town that I should really start to give a name to at this point.
Well, I don't know if it's small enough. It probably doesn't even have a name.
Wait, actually, I
It's
should
just the village or the town or
Should make a
The
dot on
hovel.
the map to see where it is as well.
I probably should. Yeah, it's in the hex above Black Hollow.
That's a big city if it's in that entire hex.
It's in the hex. It's not the entire. It doesn't. It's just mean. You're mean. So
What hex town?
Niscali, are you disguising yourself as you are going north?
Now that
You
it
had
doesn't
a
really.
disguise.
Yeah, now that I don't have to kind of use resources to do that, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I
So
will look like an elderly gnome. As I
So
do.
Not
as
sure
you,
if I can aid you if you're using the spell.
she has a +10, or he has a +10.
Yeah,
So
because you're using the spell to create a disguise, so I'm pretty sure I won't be able to aid you anymore. But
Yeah.
+10 over +2.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
So as you guys are walking through the town, you notice that you look towards the blacksmith's building, where an elderly man, an elderly thin man, is hammering away at an anvil. And as he notices you guys, he runs up to you, and he's holding something in his hands, covered in cloth. Oh, thank God I'm at you guys. Where's the goblin lad who's always traveling with you?
What goblin? There are no goblins who travel with us. Just this elderly gnome Niscali.
You don't have to keep that up around me. Innkeep told me everything.
It
worry.
still doesn't change the fact that Niscali is obviously a gnome and not a goblin.
Oh,
It's quite
Why?
impolite to call Niscali a goblin like that.
why is that you?
Yeah, it's still me. I just look different.
Oh, I got you. No worries about it. You gotta keep yourself hidden away from the peoples, you know. Listen. We got the gold that you'd given to us, and well, we're intensely grateful. And I had this thing from my old pops, and I've been saving it for a rainy day. But I wanted you to have it for the good you've done for our community. So here, please take it. And he hands you the cloth bundle.
It's a blank.
There's no need to do this, you know. I mean,
I know. You're a nice person, but please don't refuse it. I just want to pay my thanks. You've done so much for us.
A nice gnome.
Thank you.
I tried my best to fix it up, but it's a bit beaten. But I hope it'll come in handy. And he,
Open the bundle and look at what it is.
it is a masterwork breastplate, but it has the broken condition.
Oh, if only someone had the mending cantrip loaded.
It's a what now?
It is a
Broken
masterwork. It is a broken masterwork breastplate.
Do you realize I have all cantrips?
Yeah. Only someone had the mending cantrip equipped right now.
In any case, I hope it comes in handy on your excursions. And good luck to you.
Thank you. I'm sure it will help.
And he walks back to his blacksmith's workshop.
Would we like that repaired?
Probably.
I'm guessing it's a medium breastplate.
Yes. Breastplates are medium armor.
So
Yeah,
Nazca
that's
just
going
kind of looking like a gnome,
small.
standing there, just holding this medium-sized breastplate in his arms, like, what just happened?
He gave you a bed.
Kind of hard to be a bed, though. Maybe one of you guys could use this, once
Ew.
it's mended.
Too heavy.
Yes, it is too heavy and too constricting for my style. I prefer to be loose and limber.
Oh wow, yeah. That has 2 lower decks and 2 high of an armor check penalty for me. It's also medium.
Yeah, I don't have medium proficiency yet. Do I?
So we'll sell it in the next town over.
Yeah. They don't need to know that we sold it.
Yeah, we just gotta move on and do that away from here. 'Cause
Yeah, the
That's
next town
painful.
over.
You sell it. You go back to the guy like, hey, would you like to buy a broken breastplate? It's just like, oh.
But it's fixed
so
now, yes,
sad.
no.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'd repair it, obviously, and then paint
Yeah,
it
yeah.
a different color. I'll use prestidigitation to make it a different color.
1 hour.
So you
For an
repair
hour.
the breastplate and make it pink as you repair it for
By
1
the way,
hour.
I've decided that every morning when I wake up, I'm just gonna clean myself with prestidigitation.
Yeah,
I'm
fair
always
enough.
gonna be clean looking.
Well, I mean, isn't that like the only main reason why you roll a caster, so you can do that every morning?
Literally the only reason. I don't have to take a shower. Yay! Like, oh, okay, it's great.
I don't have to take a shower. Magic will fix that
Yeah,
for me.
It's magical. This truly is a magical world. A
You could
magical
probably sell your
showerless world.
services. Just have like
And-
a mage shower shop.
Yeah, like you can make money with cantrips. Like there are like commoner wizards who have only like cantrips, who have like
Head
prestidigitation that they use to clean people instantly. There are wizards with the scribe spell that they use to copy books, etc., etc.
I can read magic. I can detect magic. I can mend things. I'm
Yes,
sure people wouldn't mind having things mended.
indeed,
Or if they
wizards.
have a
Yep.
They just come to you with broken fingers and broken toes.
Or if they have a book with what looks like arcane text, I can just tell them
Yeah.
what it says.
Wizards are very valuable, even if they only have access to cantrips. At least for small communities. They are the backbone of the of the Albertine economy. Okay, so you guys continue towards Darkened Wood, heading presumably to the place where you fought the owlbear.
That's where we found the traps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head to. Well, it's gonna be here. You head to there, and once you are there, do make me a survival check.
Skizzle.
This is my strong suit. I'm just kidding.
This is
I'm
not my
good
strong
at
suit. I have a -2 in it.
This is kind of my strong suit, and I still didn't roll very well.
I like how the
Also,
owl bear
Very
It's
is
a
fine.
skill.
It's just how
There
we
you
left
go.
it.
Doesn't
Well,
it
yeah,
have a red
all,
X
all
over
we
it?
did was behead it.
Yeah, it has a red X over it.
I would have thought some other carnivores would come along and just eat the carcass.
You'd think
what,
that.
What carnivore is
but,
going to eat another carnivore? Carnivore
it
meat
didn't.
is bad and full of parasites.
Those are some terrible.
Say that, but
Terrible
there are some
survival
carnivores
checks.
that are cannibals.
True.
Wolves, for
but
instance, there are
Yeah.
types of wolves that are cannibals.
There are spiders that eat their young. Like there are lots
Oh,
of.
spiders
disgusting
will eat anything that
things.
They can fit their fangs around.
How dare
Yeah.
you say a bad word about spiders? I haven't left something to say about you.
Spiders are delicious. I don't know.
Okay, so so you guys pick up on a
I have the
Makes him
lowest
less
roll.
happy.
Why do I get the highest?
You're just
I don't
real.
know.
It's very weird. So you guys pick up on a trail heading in deeper into the forest. And it is consistent with that of the trail that you discovered when last you were here.
All right. Let's follow the trail and
Do
get
you know
ready to
how
rumble.
recent the trail is?
Is that just survival again? Yeah, it would probably be survival again. So you can make me another or I could just have it roll over, but I feel like that might be mean. So make me another survival check.
I'm gonna have so many potions once I.
Wow, you are.
Can't we all do it?
Sweet rolls. Yeah, I presume you show them all the trail.
Yeah.
Or you would pick up
They
on
could
it.
probably see me trying to.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I think it's hilarious that Genboki
Good
is like,
stuff for the day.
Guy with the -2 gets the highest roll. There you go. So somebody's making their way downtown.
at least somebody is equal with your rolls. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so you think it's maybe it's at least not older than a day. It's at least like it's about a day old, maybe younger.
Guess we'll follow this day-old track then.
So you follow the day-old track. So as you enter into another kind of clearing, it's about maybe 2 hours from where the owlbear's lair was. As you enter into that clearing, you notice that Sorry?
Can I advance cautiously and keep an eye out for traps?
Yes, you can. Make me a perception check, all of you.
I have mini bonus.
Why?
I'm killing it on the skill checks today.
Yeah, it's crazy. And these are wisdom-based skill checks. So, as you guys are heading deeper into the forest, after about 2 hours, you guys are heading into a clearing, another one. And with Steve walking first, as you're walking a bit further, Genboki notices a patch of leaves on the ground. And as Steve is about to step into it, Genboki notices that there are the jaws of a bear trap hidden in the patch of leaves.
Steve, freeze!
What? Freeze? Where? It's not that cold.
Oh, there's a bear trap under your foot.
Ooh. Well then, it is a good thing you noticed that, friend Genboki. Would have been quite unpleasant indeed.
Genboki just looks over his shoulder and talks to the spirit. It's the last time I saved his life.
Spirit nods. And so, let's see here. You do also hear the... Yeah, that's going to be Genboki again, with your insane perception. You do also notice the loud snoring of something coming from about...
Something's asleep.
80 feet. 80 feet in front of you. You hear the loud
Uh-oh.
snoring of something.
Nice.
Something.
Something sleeping ahead. Genboki then just takes out his kukri and star knife in preparation. His eyes glistening. There's a log. It's sleeping.
What do you hear? What do you hear, friend Genboki?
Genboki gets incredibly furious.
Steve is oblivious.
Is this the thing that's snoring?
Behind that log, which is You do hear about over here, where the log is. You do hear some snoring, yes. Very loud snoring. You don't see what it is because the log is very large, about, say, 5 feet in height.
Something behind that log. It's sleeping. I want to go make it not wake up.
Steve gets down and stays in place and suggests that Genboki sneak ahead and see what's what.
I take it as Sky did not prepare Buckle because I did say not to prepare anything.
You literally just said that we're not gonna be sneaking, so I prepared it for something else. So.
Okay, that's fine.
Can't help you.
That's okay.
Genboki's
I had it, but
shoulder
then I
his
removed it.
boots and stealthily approach.
Okay. You move about 30 feet, and then go ahead and make me a stealth check.
If it is sleeping, it does have minuses, so that's good.
Damn.
That is what you think.
What if it's sleeping? It should.
Something's sleeping. So as you are sneaking, towards this sleeping log, you step on a. No, you rustle slightly the grass beneath your feet. It's quiet enough that you wouldn't think anyone might hear it. But you do hear from behind the log. You hear the voice of a human say, "Bo, wake up! We got company!" And I think we are going to roll into initiative as this happens.
I got to roll my phone.
Come on, Jimboki, this is like your thing.
It's your fault. It's not your fault, it's your fault with your low rolls.
Your felt.
It's that damn blacksmith, the felt he gave to us. That covered the flesh plate.
Steve, as you step up behind that tree, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
No, I didn't take my character's thing. Damn it, I always forget to click on my guy.
Why are all my good rolls not on the stealth?
You're a silly lad. You got a sweet perception and nothing else.
Oh, right, the bear traps.
So as you step into the pile of leaves hidden behind this tree, a bear trap snaps out at you.
Reflex.
It makes an attack.
Oh. It's probably gonna hit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 20. That's gonna hit. And you are going to take a bit of damage.
Wait, is it bear trap or a mimic?
A what?
Is it bear trap or a mimic?
It's a bear trap. Yeah, it's not a.
Why would you think
It's not a sentient pile of leaves. You take 7
I
points
don't know,
of
it could be a
damage.
mimic pretending to be a bear trap.
As
You
possible.
are so the as you step
no one would ever
onto
suspect it.
as you step onto the bear trap, the jaws of the bear trap spring shut around your ankle, and your speed is halved. And you can attempt a disable device, escape artist, or strength check to escape from the clutches of the bear trap.
Crud. See, do I have disable device? No. Do I have escape artist? No. Do I have strength? Yes. No.
No.
I'm gonna need help.
Okay, so we are going to start out.
I'm just not having a good day.
We are going to start out with Genboki.
My dice are just trying to kill me again.
I'm checking what disable devices. Can't remember if it's standard or round. Pretty sure it's 4.
Disable or rig simple device 1 round. Yeah, it's a full round action.
Thing is, probably gonna be more bear traps, so if I come to free you out, you might just hit them. I'll put faith in your strength rolls that you'll get out of it next turn.
Also, you can move with it on, but your speed is halved.
Well, I mean, since we're about to throw down, I can just get my way over there. I don't need my feet to punch people.
What would happen if you were enlarged with the trap on? Would the trap just snap because the food grows too big for it?
I like this idea.
I think what I think would happen was that because the trap isn't dependent on your size, and your foot would basically just well, I might, just for the fun of it, I might just give you a strength check at a lower DC to see if it would just snap the trap. I think that might be fun. So yeah, if you do go ahead and do that, it might just snap the trap.
Oh boy, then I can start using my enlarged fists. Eek.
If I can make a request again, Boggy, don't move too far, please.
Oh, but I was gonna do some climbing. Why? What you got
I
planned?
suppose you can go there if you want. I'm going to cast Bless.
What's the range on Bless?
50 feet.
50.
50 feet.
I'm gonna be in the.
Wow.
I'm gonna be climbing. I'll be 15 feet up there.
Pythagoras!
Yeah. Depending on where you're moving to, I'll
about-
be 15 feet.
Don't
Where I
we
can
have a
So it's just the risk is that I'm going to run into a trap.
Pretty sure we've
that
got a
was-
macro specifically for that.
That was in Starfinder, but I am going into that game to fetch our macro.
Dun, 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 dun.
Teacher, when am I ever going to use this knowledge of Pythagoras theorem? Well, someday in the future you're going to be playing a game. You're going to need it.
I didn't even learn it in school.
Yeah, same. Actually, no, I did.
But how did you not
We
learn
had
that in
lots of
school?
Pythagoras in school.
Oh shit!
Just never
That was like
something.
most of our geometry.
Here we go. We
I'm
have
just
a Pythagorean.
dumbfounded.
The thing we
same.
used it
It
for
might-
was
it might-
mainly for shortcuts.
It might have not been called Pythagoras when I learned it.
A squared plus b squared equals c squared. I mean, that's...
Yeah, I don't think they ever called it Pythagoras. If they did, I forgot. But then I was shifted around maths a lot. So I was too brainy for the low tier, but I wasn't being taught the high tier stuff, so I kept being moved around.
Whoa. Yeah,
So
that's a bad place to be in.
Ginbucky, what is the plan?
Pythagoras to see if being 15 feet in the air and 45 away is 50 foot.
$47 feet.
So I can move there. Okay, that's fine then.
I shall move to here and climb 15 feet up this tree.
So as you step into the pile of leaves, go ahead and make me a perception check. The piles of leaves are visible on your screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. So you note that there is a bear trap in that pile of leaves before you step into it.
Then I'll go around the side and climb the tree up this side.
Fair enough.
Or this side, rather. Is it? Spoken buggy. The skull.
Okay. And how far up into the tree?
15,
do you
or as far
manage
as I
to
can
climb?
if I can't go 50.
Okay, so you go 15 feet up into the tree. You're well into the canopy, which is going to grant you a fairly good cover. And you feel your
Is
you
it
failed your
good
stealth
enough
check.
to roll a stealth in it?
Yes, it 15 feet up. How 1 sec. I have to Google how tall most oak trees are.
That's kind of your decision for this kind of forest.
I mean, yeah, they are oak trees,
I mean,
but I just wanted
I have
to.
trees in my garden that are only like 5 to 8 feet tall. They aren't technically big trees. They're just like small garden trees you have for plums and apples.
Fair enough. I'd say these trees are about 25 feet tall. 15 feet up, I think that would be well into the canopy. So yeah, you can go ahead and make me a stealth check. Isn't that an action to try to hide? Or am I
Stealth
crazy?
is as part of movement.
It's part of a movement. Okay, so you can go ahead and do that for me.
Why couldn't I have gotten that earlier?
Wow, that's real good. Okay. And
You disappear from this existence.
yeah, you just
Evan suggests it's because the dice hate you.
Yeah.
And me.
So yeah, you
And all of us.
mean
Except for Goose.
but accurate.
Yes.
Those are not very tall trees.
Okay. Can bears climb? Do bears have a climb speed? No, they didn't know that you went
Bears
up there.
usually climb. Well, depending on which type of bears, but
Well-
bears can climb.
And how
Black
old
bears
they
can
are.
climb. Brown
No.
bears do not.
You can
In
always
any
Yeah,
case,
depends on the type of bear, I suppose.
There is a
it is
chance
going
he
to-
could beat the climb check, but he'd be very
Yeah.
slow.
In any case, it is a moot point because they did not see you enter into the tree because you're, like, I don't know, a ninja.
I am in the
Yes, literally. So it is going to be Niscali's turn.
I'm gonna move up here and cast Bless. Make myself a
I guess
nice.
important question. Are these
target.
brown bears or black bears?
Looks like a
Um,
brown by its size.
We don't know yet. We haven't seen it. Well, Kenpoki probably
I
has
can
from his.
see it now.
Yeah, you can probably see it, but we don't know. We just know there's a bear.
You'd have to make me a knowledge nature to figure out what kind of bear it is.
I can't.
Okay, well then you don't get to do that. You think it's a bear.
I don't have a rank in
Uh,
this, so.
Yeah. So you think it's a bear. Okay, so you cast
It's a bar.
Bless.
Definitely a
That is
bar.
going to last for 3
Yes.
minutes.
Bless.
So probably. Okay, so it is going to be the bear's turn. And Genboki, you hear coming from the trapper. Go on, Bo. Get that caster.
I still look
yeah.
like a gnome.
Fair enough.
Gnomes can
and
be
you're-
casters too.
Do I?
You're going to see a bear come rushing out.
Does the bear serve the traps?
You're gonna find out. Oh God. Can you tell me for I think it's now the 800th time how you do that thing where you mark the movement?
Whilst you're holding down a token and moving around, press right click on a square.
Thank you. Okay, so he has that for his movement. So. Okay. So he's going to move there. You do note that as he is moving, this bear is taking good care to avoid any piles of leaves. That is going to be the bear's turn as it moves up to Niscali. Steve, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna make another strength check to get that thing off of me. No.
That is not going to... I think that might be a standard action. I don't know if it is or not.
Okay, well, if it's not a standard action, or no, yeah, I mean, if it's a standard action, I'm just gonna start moving up.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I would think that it is a standard action, so you'd probably not want to do that. So you move 15 feet up.
I'm just moving my 15 feet.
Okay. And you still have... Oh, so you're gonna try to use your standard to remove the bear trap.
Yeah.
Okay.
My standard was moving the bear trap. That my move was just moving out to protect friend Niscali.
Okay, fair enough. Aaron. It's your turn.
Woo! Okay, let's see.
Where are you casting that?
He's just
Right
greasing up.
here. Those four
Those
squares.
10 squares? That's a big grease.
That's a lot of
Four
grease.
squares. 4 squares. That's a lot of grease.
That's
This
a
is supposed
lot
to
of
affect
damage.
a 10-foot space, right? So there you go.
Greased up.
So,
Okay.
and then he has to make a check, I believe, right? Instantly.
Okay. He is going to
When
make it
must make a reflex saving throw.
for fall. Okay. What is his reflex? It is wow. Okay. That is going to be an 11.
Nope.
Oh. So that is going to be a failure. He's going to slip. It is very comical. It's almost slapstick in nature.
He failed. He did not fail by 5 or more, so he just cannot move that round.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He must then make a reflex save or fall.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm reading wrong. Hold up.
Yeah, if he fails
Any
reflex, he
creature-
does fall. It's the acrobatics.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, very comical slapstick, and whoop, 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 and he falls flat on his bare face. Can he crawl out of this?
Any movement takes an acrobatics check, and if you fail, you can't move.
Oof. What about standing up? Is that the same?
And you move.
Oof. It's gonna be rough. And do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to use my arcane exploit, arcane barrier, as
Okay.
a swift action, and I'm going to gain temporary hit points, which is 6 at this moment,
Okay.
and then
You-
I'll call that good.
Okay. That is your turn. Then it is the trapper's turn. The huntsman's turn. He is going to move in a certain direction. So he's going to 30 feet. Okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 4. He's going to move there.
Why you gotta be so rude?
And then he is, as part of his move action, he's going to pull out his bow and shoot it at Niscali. Let's see here. Okay. So he's going to shoot his bow. So he's going to. Oh, he has that. He's going to turn on his deadly aim and shoot at Niscali. This is going to get a -2. So that is a -2 to that. So that is going to be a 21 to hit Niscali.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, that is going to be then 7 points of piercing damage. And that is
Ow.
going to be his turn. So it is now again Boki's turn.
It's currently checking my speed. Okay, going to drop to the floor, so I need acrobatics to negate damage.
Okay, go ahead and make me that acrobatics. DC 15 if I remember correctly. Although I might not be.
Oh,
That's gonna be a big old failure, and you're gonna take a big old D6.
D6 are non-lethal.
Dorp. 5. So you hit the ground with a thud and take,
Those superhero landings to do horrors on their knees.
yeah. That's gonna really not come in handy after 20, 30 years.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a key point to give me an extra 20-foot movement speed. And I shall move to... I need to select my token to do that. I shall move to here and attack this guy.
Okay. What was it that gave you the extra movement speed?
It's my key pool. I can spend 1 point for like 3 different options. One of them's for like 20 more movement speed.
Cool indeed. That is.
And since I started in stealth, he's flat-footed still.
Oh, okay. That is definitely going to be a miss, though. A 13 is going to miss that boy. Wait, no, you said he was flat-footed still?
Yes.
That was 13. Yeah, that still misses just barely. So you feel your kukri slash out at him, and he just manages to dodge barely out of the way.
Parquet.
And that is going to be your turn. It is now Niscali's turn.
So now if he tries to shoot you, he'll have to either move or provoke.
I'm gonna 5-foot-step.
Okay.
And I think I want to return the favor and shoot at this guy. But I take -4 because he's in melee with Kenpoki.
Okie doke.
Yeah, nope. -4 to that,
no.
so nope.
Yeah, that is going to be a big ol' miss. Okay, that is... do you want to do anything with your
Nice.
move action?
Not really. I took a 5-foot-step and that's it.
Then it is the bear's turn. The bear wants to learn how grease works. A creature...
Easter or acrobatics to stand up.
Okay. And what is the DC on
10.
that? Okay. He has a plus something to whatever that roll was. Acrobatics is Dex, so he has a +3 to that, so that is going to be a 11. So that is going to succeed. So he stands up, and that's his move action.
Yes.
And can he move normally?
He would have to roll again.
Another acrobatics.
Yes.
Oh. Come on, bear. That's my boy. And he's going to...
And he can move at half speed, but I don't know if it matters. He's just going 1 square.
Yeah, probably doesn't matter all that much.
Yeah, no, he's gonna slip and slide right next to you.
At least Steve doesn't need to get closer.
Oh, yeah. It's clobbering time.
So that is going to be Bear's turn. So it's now Steve's turn.
Okay, Steve will once again attempt to... You know what? Steve is drinking his juice.
Steve is going to juice up. Does that provoke?
It's consuming a potion, so yes.
Yes. So the bear is going to...
How long do your potions last?
10 minutes per level, so at this point...
Should have done that before this fight.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like
Yeah,
with
you could
the,
have drank it when Kenpoki was trying to sneak.
Yeah, it's like the thing
Yeah.
with the alchemist.
It just occurred to me when I was trying to take this thing off that having more strength would be better, and that I do have this magic strength potion.
That's
so...
unfortunate.
Oh,
So
we don't
yes,
learn.
it's 10 minutes.
Okay, so you drink your juice, and the bear is going to hit you in the face with its claw. It's going to be a 16.
Versus an 18.
So it's going to be a big ol' miss. And that is going to be its attack of opportunity. So you drink your juice, and you still have a move left over.
Alright, so. Alright, it's standard action. Get defensive and activate combat expertise that all melee classes have now. For an
they
additional
do.
+1 AC.
Okay, you do that. Okay, that is going to be your turn, so it is now Aaron's turn. Oh wait, Deadly Aim is... Yeah, Deadly Aim is gone, so he would get an additional feat. Yeah, Aaron, it's your turn.
Retraining on the fly.
Yeah, definitely. I have a feat in mind, in fact.
Sweet.
Bet you do.
Okay, so we are going to cast another spell. But this time, our buddy here is going to get big.
Oh yeah.
We got Big Steve in the fight now.
Big Steve in the fight,
And
that
big
is
in the Steve.
that is going to be your turn. So it is now the Trapper's turn. So he is going to take a 5-foot step down, and then he is going to use his newly discovered rapid shot feat.
Wait, is a large condition?
Does he want to? Does he want to deadly
Yeah,
aim
that,
on
that will stack with your potion.
I could. Yeah, it's your potion is your potion is not an enhancement. Well,
It's not.
I can't remember. No, it's not. Yeah, that's why you can cast reflex with it, and that's why Belt of Dexterity works with it as well. I've learned a lot from
From Kingmaker.
Kingmaker. Yeah. Alchemist is fun. Okay, so rapid shot. And do I want to go deadly aim on? I mean, risky strike on that. It's gonna be a -2, and he has a plus what? Oh, he has that. Okay, yeah, he's definitely going to do that. So he's going to risky strike, deadly aim. So he's going to get a -4 to his attack, and he's going to shoot twice at Aaron.
Oh,
The longbow has a range increment of what? Range increment of 100 feet. Okay, so he's fine. So 2 shots at Aaron for... He's going to get a -4. That's a natural failure.
and he
he's
hits
going-
the
Break
bear.
your bow.
Ooh.
He is going to... Please don't break your bow. He's going to confirm that. 17. I think that confirms. Aaron, is your AC 17 or less? No,
Confirms
not 7.
fail?
13. So 13 versus your AC. What's your AC?
6 plus. Why is that not just straight up say a number? 6 plus. No, wait. Huh?
What's your
My
AC?
AC is not 6. Why is it trying to say it's 6?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Are you affecting your AC instead of your health?
Whoa, okay, it's 10 plus dex, right?
Yeah, if you don't
AC.
have any armor on.
Yeah, so it should be
You want
12.
Mage armor?
Okay.
The fuck? I don't have it on right now.
Why would you not have
So-
mage armor on if we're going into a fight? It lasts
Silly boy.
hours.
I just haven't cast it yet.
That is going to hit, so that doesn't confirm the failure, the fumble. So he's going to take his second attack with his deadly aim. That's another 13, so that's going to hit you for 6 plus... Why does he have a +1? Oh, yeah, because... Yeah, okay. plus 4, so that's going to be 10 points of damage to you, Aaron.
So I take 4.
And your shield breaks. And it's probably...
And he takes damage equal to 6 points of health.
I thought it was... Is it just whoever destroys it, or is it within melee range?
Nope, it is whoever destroys it. Here, let me pull up the rule on it real quick. I'll read it to you. I gotta find the archetype, though.
While you do, we are going to throw it over to Ginboki.
I am going
The
to...
barrier's negative energy lashes back at the attacker, dealing an amount of negative energy damage equal to the barrier's maximum temporary hit point capacity.
Okay,
So
so
there
he
you
takes
go.
6 points of damage.
Yep.
I'm gonna move to there, use a point to go into stealth. But I'm gonna go straight back out of it again because I'm stealth attacking.
Okay.
So the first one is against flat-footed and gets sneak attack, whereas the second one is against normal.
Okay, so flat-footed is going to hit, definitely, for a 17 points of damage. And the other one is against normal, but that's still gonna hit, I think. Yeah, that still hits. That 19 is going to hit for another 6 points of damage. So you do 20 points of damage to this guy. You
That's
stab
only
him in the
3.
back.
I don't get sneak attack. Like the second one.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You still do 20 points of damage because you're doing 3, 3, and a 14. So it's 20 points of damage. So you stab him in the back with both of your blades, and he coughs up and wheezes as he is stabbed, and blood is gushing from his knife wounds, and you note that he is very close to death. Niscali, it is your turn.
It is your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Steve is now big. Can
He's
you
a big
actually
boy.
make him large so I can see the squares he takes? Or you can just tell me, I guess. There you go.
He pushes out of the way.
Okie doke. The bear already took one attack opportunity, so gonna risk that that's the only one it gets and just move away.
It doesn't have...
Dude.
No, it definitely doesn't have combat thing. Because that would require
I
13
hope so.
int. Yeah, it
I
would
mean, it's
require
a bear,
13
I
int,
hope
and
so.
It's not that smart.
It's an animal companion, you never know. Gonna move here, and Steve's attacks are considered unarmed strikes, correct?
Yes.
I think so.
Can Cosmo confirm? It is your character.
Okay, Cat. I didn't realize
Steve,
you
are
were
you
in my
just
room.
punching with your fists?
Yes, sorry.
And they are unarmed strikes. Okay, I will
They
then
are unarmed.
cast Weapon of Awe on Steve's fist. So you get +2 sacred bonus to your damage, and you can make target shaken if you crit.
Giant Steve is getting more and more scary.
Yeah, your giant fists start glowing with holy energy.
I cast fist.
Giant Steve meet Tiny
Yes.
Bear. Tiny Bear meet Giant Steve.
Fists
That's
of
fine.
Odd Fury,
Okay, so with that, it
or
is
Furious Awe,
it's
whichever.
going
And that's
to
my turn,
be
yeah.
the bear's turn, and
Wow.
it
That's awesome.
will have noticed its master wheezing and near dying, and it is going to get a worried look on its face, and it is going to start running. Well, double moving, can't run, but is going to move towards him. So you get an attack of opportunity, Steve.
Precious lights out.
That is going to be 18. I think that hits.
Have you changed the dice for your bigger size?
Yeah, that's what I've got. 2 different fists. I've got Fists of Fury
Oh, you got
and Big Fists.
Big fist. So that
Big
yeah.
fist of fury.
So as it turns
Fist
towards
of
you,
Fury,
Steve,
small fist.
you pummel the bear in the back, and it is going to take 11 points of damage.
Is that with the +2?
Yeah. The +2 is factored in.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 11 points of damage. Okay, so that is going to be your turn. Bear. So Steve, it is your turn.
What happened to the bear trap?
What bear trap?
That was on Steve's leg.
Steve, make me a strength check.
Yep. That's what was next. Oh yeah.
Yeah, as you increase
Steve,
in
gonna give it
size,
to ya.
the bear trap is going to snap open and fall off your leg.
Okay, now that the bear trap is off
Steve is a
me,
free man.
Again.
can
Again.
I throw the armed bear trap at the bear?
Improvised weapon.
I will allow this.
So that's just a.
You're going to get hefty penalties because it is an improvised weapon and it is not a thrown weapon, so it is unaerodynamic.
Yeah, that's
That's
like a -8 just from distance.
Yeah, you're going to need a natural 20 to hit with it.
I saw 20 then.
Yeah, it's not a natural
so
20,
close.
unfortunately.
So close.
Actually, you wouldn't have. Is that with a -8 factored in, Steve, or is that with a
No.
-4 factored in?
That's with no penalties factored in.
That's with no penalties. Okay, yeah, you would have needed a nat 20 to hit that. So the
Damn.
bear trap falls just shy of the bear, landing somewhere around here. And what do you want to do with your move, Steve? Or would it have been a move to pick that up? I think that would have been a move,
It
yeah.
would be.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would have been your full turn, so it is now Aaron's turn.
Woo! I am actually just gonna do one of the most basic things ever. First off, I'm going to dimensional slide to here. Poof.
Get a magic missile.
I just poof. And then I'm gonna go BAM!
Oh, go on.
And then that would be 7 damage to the guy.
Yes, so you are going to strike the trapper, and he is going to fall dead as your magic missiles pummel into his chest, and he gives a last breath of life as his unconscious corpse falls to the ground. Unconscious, not dead.
Ooh, I can suck away souls.
Finally.
Way too excited about that.
As the trapper falls, the bear becomes noticeably angry and enters into a rage as its master falls to the ground. And that is
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
Mistakes were made.
And that is going to
Barbarian.
Barbarian.
be Steve's, Aaron's turn, so it is now the dead trapper's turn, who is dead, so it is getting Boki's turn.
God, easy roll con to stop bleeding out.
Huh? Oh yeah, he
He
needs
said
to
he
roll
wasn't
con
dead,
to stop.
unconscious. So
That's
he's
true.
conscious to die.
Yeah, he stops bleeding out. He's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna acrobatics away from the bear.
Okay.
That's against his CMD, which if he's raging is hopefully lower.
Yeah, that's gonna be a succeed.
Get to there at half speed and then use my standard to climb! You can't get me!
Mean.
I'll go
I don't like-
20 feet up since I actually have the full movement at the time.
But I wanted to murder you with
No.
a bear.
This is why I have climbing, so I can climb
mean-
away.
Depending on the
kill you.
bear, it should be able to climb, but because that's the funnest part in like those kids' TV shows where the villains always run away from the bear by climbing. At least here, everyone knows that bears can climb too.
Yeah,
They just
fair
know they're
enough.
gonna fail.
This bear unfortunately doesn't have a climb speed.
You'd be moving at
Poor
quarter speed
bear.
if you didn't follow me.
Let's see here.
Poor bear.
Okay, that is going to be Gimboker's turn. So it's now Niscali's turn.
The bear is in melee. You can shoot him.
Well, I mean, I can't shoot because I'm behind Big Steve and I haven't reloaded. So yeah, I
Yes, it's
can't
per hit die,
do
so it
much.
Gets 10 to 5.
Guess I'm gonna move a little bit closer. That's as far as I can go, and I'm gonna reload. And that's it.
Okay, it is now the bear's turn. It is probably going to move up to Niscali. 1,
What's up?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But is it going to avoid traps because it's raging and angry? It's a berserk.
Do bring up a very, very, very good point. I'll give it a check to see if it avoids traps. There's going to be a wisdom, say DC 14. Yeah, wisdom DC 14. It has a decent wisdom, but not a decent enough wisdom. So it is going to move up to you, and then here it is going to step into this square, and a bear trap snaps off. There's going to be a plus 10. Oh, that's a natural one on the attack from the bear trap. So it steps into the bear trap and lifts its foot, and the bear trap snaps shut in front of its foot and falls harmlessly to the ground as the bear steps up to attack Niscali. It is going to get...
Oh boy.
Let's see here. It is getting
Oh boy, indeed.
plus 4 to its... Oh, plus 4 to its strength and constitution. That's very powerful. And what's the attack? Yeah, it's a plus 2 to attack. Okay, so it's going to claw at you. It's going to be a critical hit. And that's going to be...
Why did things want to kill me this weekend?
Okay, and then it's going to try and confirm that. So it's going to get a plus 2 to this attack to confirm. Yeah, it's going to be 22.
Yeah, confirms.
Okay.
I don't like what I'm returning to.
Thankfully, I had preloaded.
You just lost your cleric.
I had
Almost.
preloaded the critical hit deck, so we don't have to wait for that baby to load.
10 points of damage.
How do you like that?
Oh yeah,
shit?
the damage. I will just use these damage dice, and because of the, so this is going to be 10 plus 2 times 2, so it's going to be 14 points of damage in total.
I'm unconscious.
And the critical hit. Oh wow, 52. That's going to be the last entry.
Word.
Yeah, and that is going to be. It's not. It's slashing. Yeah. Ooh no, this is bad for somebody who's unconscious. That's going to be a 1d8 bleed as it slashes deep into your chest. It opens up a massive gash, and you just start gushing blood out of it.
Oh no.
And the
Well, Pascal had a good run.
so that is going to be bad on your next turn. Steve, it's your turn.
Steve, go smack the bear.
Steve picks up the bear and he grapples it.
Oh, he's going
He
to go up
has larger size to
grapple the bear.
disadvantage.
Okay, so go ahead.
Maybe friend Jimboki can
Yeah,
Genboki.
that is going to be a hit, so you are going to succeed in grappling this bear. So this bear is now
Alright.
grappled with Steve. So it is now Aaron's turn, as Steve is grappling with this massive bear.
Oh no.
Aaron, go heal the Scully.
Give me a sec. I gotta look. I gotta see if I can do anything. A million things are running through my character's mind at the exact same time.
No, you dare take our soul. His soul.
he just rushes up and sucks the dude's soul out. Like, and then seconds later, he is eaten by a bear.
You don't need a healer, right?
Yeah, I'd rather have a soul than a healer.
Can I see any vials or potions on the hunter's belt or anything?
Ooh, that's a good question. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Confused what this does.
You see 3 potions on his belt, but you can't differentiate between them. They look exactly the same to you.
Shit. How do I stop bleeding?
With
Any
a heal
point-
check.
Any healing.
The bleed's
Yeah.
status effect continues. Because you got to use a actual skill check to get rid of the bleed effect. For bleeding out from dying is just any.
No,
healing.
doesn't. I thought healing also closed up the bleed status effect. Just any magical healing.
I don't think so. I can double check.
Somebody double check, because I might be able to do something, but the
A creature taking bleed damage. bleeding.
says, yeah.
Yeah, any spell that cures hit point damage, even if the bleed is ability damage.
Just
So,
Okay, so
we're
my
playing
que-
so many different systems.
yeah.
my question is gonna come down to, how does positive pulse actually work? It's very confusing how.
What is
I
positive
have
pulse?
no idea what that is. Do go
The
ahead
spell
and link
causes
that.
a wave of positive energy to spread from a point you designate, damaging foes vulnerable to positive energy and bolstering living creatures.
Positive energy is generally considered to be a healing energy, but what does it say rules
Oh no,
wise?
that says this spell does not heal creatures healed with positive
Okay,
energy.
so,
Such creatures
no.
Yeah,
get the
that
game
doesn't
+2
heal, it
on
gives
saving
bonuses.
throws.
Yeah, no, so that's not going to
Okay,
do
that one
anything
won't work.
regarding this.
Yeah, I looked at that. It sounded like the cleric healing thing in a spell form, but it's not exactly it.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I do have my belt, but it's gonna take a while before you can actually use that.
For the fact that like the thing that I have is like the opposite of what he needs.
You go up and suck Niskai's soul.
No, it's like, I can cast bleed.
Perfect.
I mean, I have stabilized, but oh wait, I'm dead. I can't get stabilized on myself when I'm unconscious.
Man, I'm looking at the spell list. The sorcerer and wizard spell list is very limited in this regard.
You'd probably have to force a healing potion down their throat.
I don't even know if I have one. I don't think we ever
I think
stopped to buy
Steve's
healing
the only
potions.
person who ever bought healing potions.
Yeah, Steve has a bunch of them.
He goes after you.
Yeah, Steve
What
has
is
a
your
lot
health
of
at right now?
healing potions.
I mean,
I'm -1
like you
Out
could.
out of.
yeah,
I
what's
mean,
your
my
con?
max is on my con 14.
So you can survive, indeed.
Theoretically, yes. There's
Oh.
a chance.
Practically, yes, because it's only a max of 8.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is your con?
I'm not gonna die next round, but
One's 14.
on my con,
Yeah, you
it's
will
14,
survive
and I'm
one
-1.
round.
so yeah.
Unless
one
the
round.
bear, unless the bear
I have-
bashes you in.
I have nothing
Well,
I can
bear is
actually do. so-
Grapple. I mean, you can still attack, I guess.
Fish around in my bag for one of my healing potions.
You're currently
and,
grappling. Well, I can probably get. Well, Aaron
Yeah.
can go for you.
Well,
You,
I'm saying somebody who is
you-
not me
Steve.
could fish in my bag for a healing potion.
Steve, you
Well-
would have healing potions on your belt. Like you would
Poof.
have them at the ready.
I moved 30 feet with
So-
an arcane
Yeah.
point to right here.
So if somebody comes up to you, they could grab one off of your belt. Like you won't have to go fish in your bag.
And then I
Even better.
move the rest of the way to here.
Okay,
After
so
I
you
teleported.
move up to Niscali.
And then I can try and. That was my move. How is it to take something off of a person?
I'd probably say it'd be a move action to take it off of his belt.
Move action. Okay. So I do
Because-
not have a move action to do.
You can
No.
you can trade in a standard for a move.
I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you have a standard lift, you
Okay.
can definitely do
I'm
that.
used to 5e where I can't trade actions.
You can't trade actions in 5e. What? Wait,
No.
what?
Yeah.
What?
No, you're not allowed to. They don't.
What?
You know. The standard is
weird-
a standard. If you don't use it, if you don't use your bonus, you don't get a bonus. Essentially,
dumb.
you just any action you don't use is wasted.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
It's pretty obnoxious.
yeah, it's not.
Kinda
know.
meh.
It's not
Should be-
terrible.
you should be able to downgrade.
Because
your
you can do
actions.
most things with standard, but less things with move, so it makes sense that you can move with a standard.
Yeah,
you would
exactly.
think, but yeah, they don't let you do that. Okay, so then I will
Just-
snatch a potion off of his hip.
Okay, so you now have a potion of Cure Light Wounds in your grasp. Genboki, it is your turn.
I am going to fall to the ground. So acrobatics again.
Acrobatics.
Yay! No damage.
You did it!
And then
Hooray!
I shall move to here. We can be making sure to go between the grass, not on the grass.
Yep, you do
And
that.
Get a attack in.
You stab at the bear.
I do
That's
one
gonna be a big ol'
damage.
hit. Oh, you don't get a sneak attack? Isn't it flanked?
No, it's not. Well, no. Steve is currently grappling it, so he doesn't. count
Oh,
as
he's
a
grappling it. He
opponent.
isn't threatening it. Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah,
why
but
I had
if
to move
it's
around the
grappled,
owlbear to
It's
flank
better to
with
be
Aaron.
flat-footed.
It's not flat-footed when you're grappled. It has a minus to dex. It's not a denied dex. It's not the
Yeah,
same.
exactly.
When you pin it, I
Um,
can coup de grace it.
Well, yeah, but once it's pinned, it's over for the bear anyway.
-4 penalty to dexterity.
Okay, so it takes 1 point of damage.
Cannot make attacks of opportunity.
Okay, that is going to be its turn. Nascali, you're going to take 1d8. That is going to be 5 points of bleed damage. And then you're going to have to make me a con check. Does the bleed happen before or after? It would probably happen before the con check. So make me a con check.
I mean, technically, it doesn't technically matter. It's just if I make the con check, that wasn't necessary. It's just it determines whether I take an extra point of damage or not, I guess.
Yeah, but like the whether
DC
you
would be
bleed
higher.
or not affects your DC. It would have been
Oh,
11
that's right.
if the bleed doesn't happen before, but it's
That
now
is true. That is
16.
correct. Yeah.
But go ahead and make me that con saving throw, or that the con check.
Hey.
Yep. So you are going to stop bleeding out, but you are still bleeding from. The
I mean, I'm
gash.
still gonna keep bleeding because I'm actually bleeding.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
you are the.
fully
No,
stabilized.
Bleeding, you're bleeding.
You're not bleeding, but you are bleeding. Like, oh, what is this game? Okay, so that is going to be
I am
your
not
turn.
technically stabilized.
It is now going to be the bear's turn.
I'm
The
stable for the next 6 seconds.
The bear very normally would attack Steve as Steve is grappling it, but it is going to take a big old look at the man who stabbed his master in the back, and it is going to make a full attack on old Genbokers because it's not especially happy with him. It is
Sure,
getting.
I think it can full attack me. I know it can full attack
Yeah.
Steve.
I think it's very limited to what it can do because it's
It
the
was-
grappled condition.
We had this discussion regarding the.
We haven't had any
Owlbear?
discussions, but there's so many I forget.
Yeah. It was that the owlbear had to, like, you can do anything you want with the limbs that you have available to you. Like, if you- So I think it gets like 1 less attack, full attack. So
Does that
we're going to.
minuses because he's grappled.
Yeah, he has the -2 to his strength. So he's going to get a -1 to these attacks, and we are going to say that claw number 2 is not going to be in effect. So full attack. Oh God!
Thank God, Claw 2's not
I
in there.
had to say Claw 2. I had to say Claw 2 wasn't in effect. I'm so sad.
Yep.
Oh man. Okay, so that is going to be 8 points of slashing and 6 points of piercing. So you take 14 points in total. I had to say Claw 2 wasn't in effect. Damn it. And the grab. Can it take the grab if it's grappled?
I'm not sure if he can grapple other things while he's not the one initiating. You can grapple multiple creatures.
But it would be so funny
since-
if it's just a
Yeah,
conga
it
line
would
of hugs.
I'm not sure he's allowed because he's not controlling the grapple that he's in.
No, it doesn't make sense to me that he would be able to, so we are going to say nada, and we are going to throw it over to Steve Master.
Fit it. Please.
Please no. Please no. Let it kill Gimboki.
It did over half my health.
It did a lot of damage. I got real lucky with these rolls, it's ridiculous.
Just don't like our cleric.
Going to a pin.
I think
With
that
all my
actually...
size
You
and
get a
everything
+5.
bonuses.
Remember?
+5, yeah.
Yes, if
That's
you get a
23.
+5.
Yeah, because you're the initiator,
Yeah,
so you get
20.
+5.
Yeah, that's, that is going to succeed, no question. You pin it to the ground. So Steve is pinning a bear to the ground. Was that your entire turn?
Yep.
Aaron.
And I feed Niscali a potion.
You force feed Niscali a potion. It's going to be a 1d8 plus 1 heal.
So stop all bleed effects. Yay!
Indeed.
7 health.
You are no longer bleeding.
Conscious again.
And
Yeah.
is it? I'm assuming it costs a standard or a move to chug forces down.
It's a standard to force a potion down someone's throat.
Let's see. Is there anything I
Steve is
can
now
do?
known as Steve Bear Wrestler Guy.
Steve Bear Wrestler guy.
His name constantly changes. I love it so much. It's great.
Steve Bear Wrestler guy. Do
Okay.
I have anything that costs less than a standard action? Real quick, hold on.
I
one
doubt
second.
it.
Hey man, you don't know me.
Unless you have like quicken spell.
Taking a potion out of his
Whatever
belt.
it's called.
Just
Yeah, you
keep
take
taking
another potion off
potions.
Steve. Just yoink, this is mine now.
One more? Yes. I see.
Yeah, I own your potions.
Those potions are technically
God.
enlarged as well.
Of course. Yes. Okay. No, I can do nothing.
So, just quaff it.
I wish I could
Quaffy.
like dimensional slide with other people, but I can't.
That would be nice if you could.
There might be a feat or ability that lets you do it, but
Possibly.
I don't think there's an improved dimensional
I know
slide
the,
because the power is kind of bullshit as it is.
I know
it's
the
pretty busted.
I know the conjuration wizard has a number of like I can't remember if it's like dimensional steps per day, and he can dimensional step with creatures as he uses
That's
that.
a very specific school of wizard.
Yeah, it is. Okay, that is going to be Aaron's turn, so it's now again Boki's turn.
Gratam.
I'm sad. I'm gonna miss my bear. So that's gonna be.
Steve will not.
Well, it's a
listen
full round, and I think it doesn't. It only take effect like at the beginning of your next turn.
Yeah, beginning of my next turn.
Yeah. So there.
Wait, what? At the beginning of your next turn, the coup de grace
Yes.
happens. Okay. Okay.
Just kind of
What can the
getting
bear
low
do
and
when it's
finding the bear's neck and trying to find the juggler. aiming
technically
his knife.
bound, can't move, denied its dex bonus, additional -4 penalty to its AC. It's limited in action. It can attempt to free itself. It can take verbal and mental actions. Great.
It can talk
Can't
to
do
the
shit.
audience, and that's when I fucked up.
Yeah, that's when I fucked up. Okay.
Record
Then-
scratch.
It is
How
Nostalgia's
did,
turn.
how did I get here, you might ask?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We're
stand
gonna
up.
start this session in media res.
And I'm gonna cast.
Kill annoying bear is the spell cast.
That's a very specific spell.
It is incredibly
That
specific.
is weird for a cleric to have.
I mean, if you gotta kill a bear, no better spell to
But-
have.
Clerics can be
That sounds
inconvenienced
more
by annoying bears,
arcane
too.
than. I mean, I guess it could be divine if it was a druid spell, but
There could be deities that
Oddly-
hate bears. They just
I
give the
mean,
spell
yeah.
there
all
could
their
be deities that hate.
It's Jonathan the bear hater.
Got a lot of Jonathans in this game.
Yeah, Jonathan's
adherent of Saint Colbert,
yeah,
That's
exactly.
a good name.
whose favorite enemy is bears.
I'm just gonna
Jonathan's a good
cast
name.
Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay. Do yourself for 5 points of damage. Then it is the bear's turn. It is going to pin condition, blah blah blah. It's gonna make a combat maneuver check to attempt to ungrapple itself. And it's getting a minus to that? Question mark? No,
So
I
it's
don't
pinned.
think so.
It's
it's getting
pinned
a
and also
minus.
larger than it.
Yeah, I think the larger thing gives it a minus, but the pinned doesn't have the pinned and the grapple condition, or just the pinned condition?
Both.
Grapple is upgraded.
It has both. Okay, so then it
But
gets a -2 on its grapple, on its combat maneuver checks, but the pin doesn't do anything like that. So it's going to take a combat maneuver check to attempt to unpin itself, which is going to be a +7 -2, so +5. So it's going to be a 7. Okay, it fails. And then it is Steve's turn.
All right. Steve, it's pinned. Do I have to
Yeah,
roll
don't-
again to keep it pinned, or?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Pretty
I
sure we
think
need
you
to
have to.
roll to maintain.
Yeah, maintain the.
I'm maintaining the pin.
Yeah, you
So
maintain it.
and
It's
exposing
maintained.
his jugular so that Genboki can get the job done.
It's just in the right position.
Yeah. Okay. Aaron.
As Steve continues to successfully wrestle the bear.
Well,
If Steve knew who his forebears are, they would be
Oh.
very proud of him.
Sure. You hit the bear with 7 points of force damage.
I like that
Kick it.
button.
Just kick it while it's down.
I see no problems with this.
And then Genboki just straight up murders the bear. He just stabs down with his star knife straight in the jugular, and a faucet of blood spills out onto bear wrestler guy, and he's just covered in sticky bear blood as the bear screams and dies.
So my
And
question is do we get bonus gold for bringing back that guy alive?
No. We already
No.
Genboki already asked that question. So
Okay,
finally.
then I'm gonna end his life.
It's much easier to bring him back when they're not screen.
Genboki's gonna rush over to Aaron. Not Aaron. I'm not used to you being here. Genboki's gonna rush over.
You're just all confused, like, who is it?
Genboki's gonna rush over to Nascali. I kind of like slide onto his knees and just start hugging the gnome.
It's weird because the gnome figure is about the same height as Nazcali, but it's much like pudgier and like, thicker. Nazcali is kind of slimy, but the gnome looks like a little fatter, so it kind of partially drew him.
I'm fine.
Nazcali hugs Genboki back.
The blood went back in, didn't it?
Most of it at least.
Steve is
Feel a bit
glad that
pleased
you are
about-
okay.
Aaron's gonna take a deep
Yeah.
sigh of relief. Like, you really gotta watch out for yourself.
Yeah. So I guess you guys took care of it. I mean, I saw you take care of it. Yeah, I was awake for that. Guess I'm still a bit woozy. When we're all still in a huddle, I'm gonna do a thing when I find the thing.
Channel.
Yes, that thing. The thing that's called channel.
It make a button for it.
I mean, there is a bottle for it. It's in my character sheet.
No, you can make a macro that just calls that button for
I know. I probably should.
Just call the macro muffin button.
Come on, don't give these characters the things that
That's
Carmen
Carmen's.
wanted. That's just throwing it in his face that he's not allowed the item.
I'll do another channel, because why not?
Wow.
Damn it.
Wow. That's just. Wow.
That's not even enough to get rid of my non-lethal.
That's just unfortunate.
So my question of the day is:
Today is a bad day for Arkham.
when I walk over to this man and pull his life force out of him, how many hit die does he have?
He has.
I'm gonna guess 2.
58. Okay, my macro. Oh, no, yeah, there we go. It's just me being a dingus. He has 4 hit die.
Perfect. I gain back my entire rest of my arcane reservoir, and he dies.
God damn.
Is that all you get?
I get 2 points back if it, yeah. But arcane reservoir points are like actually worth a shit ton.
Yeah.
So as you guys are...
I'd like my alternative would be sacrificing spell slots to gain them back. So
I'm having this wonderful mental image of you guys, Niscali and Gimboki, hugging out and having a tender moment. And meanwhile, 30 feet away, Aaron is just and just sucking out the soul of this guy.
Wait,
And
if you're
It's just a
sucking
shadow.
his soul out, does that mean it's impossible to revive him?
It feels like it would be.
I don't
But that's...
think
It's-
so. Because it's not his soul.
No, you don't. No,
It's
no,
like
no.
his
You don't
life
actually take his.
force.
Yeah, just
We
his
talked
life.
about this. You don't actually
Oh,
take
his life
his
force,
soul.
then yeah,
It just
that's fine.
yeah. You don't actually take the soul. You just take the rest of his life force. That
It's
just
essentially
kills him.
it's essentially like just like controlling life or death.
Yeah.
Just this person is
Yeah,
bleeding out.
as
We're
you
probably
do.
not going to carry him back alive. So
At least you're not a soul eater, because those things are painful.
I basically just helped him move on
Just
instead of letting him bleed out.
He's alive.
Consider it me granting him a mercy of death instead of bleeding out slowly.
He wasn't even bleeding. He was.
I mean, the contract really didn't call for dead or alive as one of the conditions for
Yeah,
Oh,
it said the
God.
reward is the same if they're
For
dead or
reward.
alive.
yeah.
So we'll check the bounty.
I'll do a third channel for the good measure.
I take it the
Oh, that's
bounty
better.
isn't calling for the bear as well.
No,
Okay.
it is not calling for the bear.
Then we just need the head of the man.
I don't know if we should. I guess we could cut his head off.
And you just suck his life force out. Do you really care if we decapitate him?
No, I figured we'd take the body back.
I
He's
have a
heavy.
moral objection to taking his head off, he says as he slurps off the last of his life force. Yum.
Also, he's not going to need his body anymore, so Genboki retrieves the head.
Okay, you take the severed head off of him and
I'll also
Put it-
loot the corpse.
on top of your own. You loot the corpse. He has a bunch of stuff. He has 3 potions on his belt.
Of something.
You recognize one of the potions now that you're up close as a black adder venom dose.
Oh boy, money.
You find 4 scrolls and a
Four
bunch of
scrolls.
stuff.
Oh yeah, we
but-
never looked at those other 2 scrolls.
I'll say that you identified them during your downtime because you would have. I feel like.
Yeah, there was plenty of
Considering I can
downtime. We
just-
would have done it.
Yeah, there were like 4
Considering I
days.
just read magic scrolls at will.
Assume competence of the adventurers.
Yeah, assuming you guys are competent, you guys.
That's a heavy assumption.
Yeah, that is fair.
Yeah.
But they are.
You're talking about us after all.
Yeah, you had 2 scrolls that were unidentified, right?
Yeah, 2.
It's another speak with animals and another cure light wounds.
Add that to your list, Aaron.
So now I have 2 of those. Dear God.
And I've added.
No, when you learn from scrolls, you use up the scrolls. You didn't delete them last time.
Yes. Okay, so
Did
I
I
put,
learn them yet?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
They were in your spell list.
Oh, wait, that's right, because they're... No, they're not. What are you talking about? Speak with animals is not on my spell list.
You don't get to learn speak with animals. You're not a druid or cleric. You can learn it.
I was thinking
think
about
it's-
tongues, actually.
Yeah, you had tongues and like
Oh.
another thing.
So you get another Cure Light Wounds and 1 speak with animals, so you might have 2 speak with animals then.
What are these other scrolls? Might I...
Go ahead. Don't you
Read them?
doesn't read magic just do it automatically?
Let me,
Yeah.
He has
read
it.
it real quick.
Yeah, he has it. We've done it before.
Yeah,
So you have it's another 2 cure light wounds and another 2 speak with animals. And the rest of the stuff, aside from the potions and the scrolls, has been put into the loot handout.
I have 4 Cure Light Wounds. Holy frickin' holy. That's absurd. But, I mean, that'll come in handy next time Niscali almost dies.
Fair. Don't you have to use magic device to use it? It's not on your spell list.
For what? The scrolls?
Cure light wounds.
Yeah, yes. If it's a scroll,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I have 8 and use magic device.
Why do we have 2 songs going at once?
Because I just thought it was a good melody.
Atmospheric
for the-
layering.
I could just hear someone going
Atmosphere.
la 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 as we hear the traversal music. Well, as usual, most of this stuff is for selling, because none of us use any of these items. Unless somebody wanted the climber's kit if they ever want to climb.
I think we had one climber's kit at some point.
Yeah,
And I only have a healer's kit. Okay.
Because I'm the climber.
If only we had
I
a
mean, does
handy-
someone else want a healer's kit
I mean, I can
in
take
case the
it
healer's
if nobody else wants it.
decapitated again?
Because I would have used heal to help you at that point, but I have a -4 in heal. If anything, I might have killed you if I tried.
It's the thought that matters.
So does anyone want the healer's kit if they have a higher heal?
I do not.
What is your heal?
+1.
That's 5 higher than mine.
Wow. Right.
I have a 3 in wisdom.
it's
you
worth-
have to remember this. A lot of my wisdom
but
skills
how-
are crap.
But did you say you had a -5? to your
-4
heal?
in heal.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I take
I mean,
wisdom
it's
damage,
worth for
sure.
someone to have.
You try to heal someone and you just hurt them more. Just. What are you doing? I'm trying to put the bone back in place. That bone was in the correct place. What are you doing?
That wasn't the problem. That bone wasn't the problem.
Damn
I
it.
have a-
Messed up
I have a
again.
stab wound. I'm not surprised.
By the way, I have a lot of knowledge skills.
Yeah.
You should
Anytime
probably be
anyone
using
needs
it
a
on
knowledge
Think
check.
and Fight.
I mean-
I've been plugging points every level to make sure I have at least a point in each knowledge skill.
Did you
I'm-
identify the potions?
Oh, no, I have not. Potions! Can I identify them with...
Yes.
What can I
Spellcraft.
identify them with? Spellcraft it is. Let's roll! Are we ready?
Your voice
Was
went
it-
really weird then. I've just been disconnected.
Me?
No, Brains.
Oh.
It went like really
yeah.
high pitched or something.
You recognize the 2 unidentified potions as Cure Moderate Wounds. 2 potions of Cure Moderate Wounds.
Do you mind if I have one? Because I have no potions on me.
Right, of course. I have all these spell scrolls of Cure Light Wounds. Who would like a Cure Moderate Wound potion?
I shall have one. Oh, there's
Who
no
would like the
potion.
other?
What cast level are they?
Second.
I mean, if no one takes claim to
No,
second, I
no,
can
sorry. They're
keep it
third.
off my
Of course
person.
they're third.
Well, they can be. Oh no, they have to be as lower level as the
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah,
they-
30
they-
still
they-
can
It
go.
could be third or higher.
Yeah, it can't be second. I was thinking of the spell level.
Well, then I guess I'll keep the other one on me.
I mean, it's better to distribute that stuff amongst you. So I
Yeah.
can just
Well,
cast heal
That's
most
why
of the
I
time.
rolled one
Yeah.
in case our healer goes down, so I can bring the healer back up.
Yeah.
And I can also like teleport across the map and like force feed people with it. Hey, did we ever figure out what this mossy green cracked disc was?
Yes, that's the iron stone that's floating around your head. I think.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Why did I not change that? Ion stone.
And I shall go around, disable all the traps I can find for more experience.
Okay.
That is a thing. You get experience for overcoming the CR of the trap. Also, just so it doesn't trap any other people that come through it.
That is a fair point.
It's actually a computer game.
We are of course not using experience for leveling. We are using milestones, but you can still do that. It does that in.
If I disable them, can I use them for our own needs?
Maybe. Yes, you would be able to employ or sell the traps if you were to disable them.
Good thing I've been pumping that. I have the tools.
Okay, so there are 2 traps that have gone off. No, there are 2 traps that have gone off.
One of them's exploded from bloody Cosmo.
Yeah, so one of them is ruined. The other one went off and would need repair, let's say. So, you are going to go around looking in each and every pile of these.
Yes.
Okay, so this is going to be
I'll
fun.
help him look for them,
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
but I'm just gonna reveal them, but not
Because-
touch them.
Because
Okay.
if you fail your perception check, you don't know if there's a trap there or not. And if you try to disable something that isn't there, I'm going to have it go off on you.
But if I don't
Um,
see something, I'm not going to do it unless somebody points it out to me.
Okay, so let's.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them.
I'm going to segment the leaves now. So let's start out with a purple segment. So 1 sec.
Find the traps minigame.
To start out with this one here, make me a perception check.
What's behind push number 1?
What's behind push number 1? You see
Not-
that there's.
Why?
You are.
Why do I keep rolling so low?
You are certain within a degree of reasonable doubt that there is no trap in that pile of leaves. So
Can't see anything.
It's going to bulk.
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, you're
How many
gonna
is that?
want to
1,
roll
2, 3, 4.
1,
7,
2,
8,
3,
9, 10,
4,
11.
5, 6. Yeah. So roll like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you go.
11. Okay, so this one. Okay, so you are certain that the one below you has no trap. You are certain that this one over here has no trap. You are certain that this one
You want to
here
wait for
has no
Niscali to
trap.
roll his.
Ah, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah. How many was that?
11.
How many rolls? 11.
Got the same on this one, so chew on that one. This one doesn't have one.
No, well, no, you with that one, you know that it had gone off, so that one is destroyed. No, it just, yeah, it went off and it, yeah, snapped shut. So you would be able to. No, that one is used up. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw X's over the ones that you know about and leave the ones that you don't know about blank. So you know about this one, you know about this one, you don't know about this one. You. No, you do know about this one as well. You know about this one. This is with your plus. Okay. You don't know about this one. You know about this one. You don't know about this one. Okay, so wow, that's just a bad marking there.
You got a bit drunk with that one.
Yeah, a bit drunk there. So these are the ones that you are certain have no traps. The rest of them you don't know about.
I shall start disabling. Be at the ready with healing.
So you're going to go
Yep.
into the ones that you don't know about and hop on. Okay, so you reach your hands.
Well, all these other ones don't have traps, do they?
No, all these with X's do not have traps. The ones that don't have X's, you don't know. But if you reach your hands and try to disable something that you don't know that a trap is there, it's going to go off on you. You dig?
But wouldn't we have found some traps, or
You know
It's
that
just
there
we
are
o-
no
we only
traps. You only found bushes that don't have traps, is what I'm getting at.
okay?
So there's no point disabling because disabling auto sets them off.
If you set them off,
there
then
is a trap.
You can disable it to reset it. I think yeah, you would be able to.
Me-
Yeah, so
If
let's
there
say
are
that.
bear traps,
Let's
can
say
we just
that
like drop a
bear-
rock in there?
you could also do that. Yeah, that's a very.
Yes.
Well, no, there's
That's
there
how
is a
bear traps
certain-
work.
There is a certain amount of weight that needs to go
Drop the
onto the
bear
bear
in.
trap.
Poke it with a stick.
I could just drop
You-
the bear into the bear trap
Yeah, you could
and
poke
then
with a
disable
stick.
it, take the trap,
you could-
and throw the bear into the next one.
You could do that. Yeah.
Or just take a stick, because that's less messy. It's a forest. There's
Yeah.
probably
you-
plenty of
you-
branches we can just
You find a
start
stick.
poking.
There's no issue with finding a stick in the forest. It's like, no, you can't find a stick in the forest, despite the fact that there are many trees. Yeah,
it
you
was
find.
more about to argue
yeah.
against using the corpse of a bear, because that's gonna get
I mean,
bloody and messy and
I
disgusting
mean,
really soon.
if you
Yeah,
like,
Boki
if you
doesn't
like
come up
blood,
with the good plans, okay? He has free wisdom.
that is a fair point.
That's why I'm here. I'm trying, okay? I don't have very good wisdom, but Nazgul, yeah.
So you find a well-sized stick and start poking into piles of leaves. You poke into this one, and there's nothing, and the next one, and there's nothing, and the next one, and there's nothing. But when you finally poke into this one up here, a bear trap springs out of it and breaks the stick in half. And yeah, I'll say that you'll have to make some checks to just fix the ones that have sprung. I think that's fair. So just like disable device
Found one.
checks on that. So I'm going to assume that you just do that with all the piles of leaves in the in this clearing. Yeah. So you find okay. So let's count them out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. So you find 9 traps in total, and that's with the ones that that's with the one that the bear set off. So 9 in total. So just put 9 bear traps. And you gain I think it would be like it's 3,600 XP if we were doing XP.
Yeah, it depends. Well, it depends
They
if
are-
you
They are
use
400
per
XP
player
a
or
piece.
just per group. Since
It would be
I'm being
for the
held.
group. It would be 3.6k for the group. I would if we were doing XP, it would be for the group. The group gets communal XP.
Yeah.
I don't want.
That's why I
don't
normally
want.
do.
Yeah, I wouldn't want people to be behind. That's not a feel-good thing for anyone.
It's
so.
not really fair that the person who is spec'd in traps just goes
Yeah,
up a level because
exactly.
he got traps.
Basically. So yeah, if we were doing XP, that is. But yeah, you find 9 bear traps.
Hey,
Please be in the thing. It
So,
is
to-
not.
note of the day.
You doing something wrong?
The ion stone I have is cracked.
Yes.
Can I mend it?
No.
It's not how they work.
It's that's not how iron stones work. It's not that it's damaged. It's that the iron stones are like they are created, and when they are created, they either come out as cracked or etc. And so you can't fix that. It's just a magical impurity that happens to the stones when they're created. So it's not something that's fixable, at least not by mending. You'd probably have to just reforge the ion stone with a create wonders item kind of thing,
Create a whole new ion stone.
basically.
How heavy is a trap?
It's going to be pretty heavy.
I'm looking at the.
A bear trap is 24 pounds. So 9 of those is going to be 200. It's going to be 216 pounds for 9 of those.
Is that not calculated? Okay, it is.
That's a lot of bear trap.
It is a lot of bear traps.
So I'm just looking at here. I'm gonna link a piece of text from something real quick. So there's like very specific verbiage for the cracked ion stones, though.
Yes, but it's not damaged in the same way that a magical item is damaged from taking damage. It's damaged in a way that it has impurities in it. It's not damaged.
It's like not a damage condition. It's just
Yeah. It's just it is
It's
fundamentally damaged.
Okay, I'm just reading it because it says it's obviously cracked. And
Yeah,
that
but it doesn't have the damaged condition that can be fixed.
Or because the stone has been damaged. For example, it gains the broken quality. So it's like an
it does
actual
not.
ion stone can become a cracked ion stone.
Supposedly, yeah, but this one at least is not.
Yeah,
Damn,
if it-
traps
I-
are expensive.
Yeah.
1,000 gold per CR.
No,
Holy
nope.
crap.
No, that's not. Nope.
It
That's
says
not.
the cost of a mechanical trap is 1,000 gold times the trap CR.
Okay, we're gonna change that because that's
I
not.
got 9,000 gold in traps.
No, you didn't. You didn't get that. Not 9,000 gold.
There is
I'm
The traps
pretty
are.
sure no
the-
one's gonna have the money
they're-
to pay off.
No, the fucking. By the way, if the if the traps were 1,000 gold per CR, it would be 3,000 gold per
Oh, no.
individual
Oh, no.
trap.
I got another part of that. And the second
Yeah.
part says if they are simple traps, it's 250 times
Yeah,
CR.
exactly. And also, they wouldn't be even that expensive because that's ridiculous. oh my god, that's so much money.
That would
Like-
be less for the bear traps because bear traps come in stacks of 12.
Oh god, it's hilarious though.
So it
would've
would
been-
be 250 for 12 bear traps, but I have 9. What's 250 divided
Uh,
by 12?
No. Okay, so the trap's CR rating is 3. So it would be 750 for the stack of 12.
Oh, they're not,
700
they're not normal bear traps then. Bear trap
bear
I
trap-
found was CR1.
Oh, I am on CR1. Oh, this is for the entire stack of 12. Oh. Yes, these are these bear traps. So they are only 250 gold. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So 20.8 per trap.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It would have been ridiculous. It was like 9,000
Yeah,
gold.
had
because the
a
bear trap come in
bag
sets of
that made
12.
things weightless.
That makes a yeah. Okay. I was like,
does that mean all of them together are 24 weight instead of individual?
they're 24. Yeah, they are 24 pounds individually.
Where are you looking at the weight thing anyway?
I googled
3
weight.
1,000 gold and bear traps. Holy shit!
No, you don't have that. You have 250 golden bear trap. I just googled because I assumed the trap wouldn't have a listed weight, so I just googled weight of an average bear trap. If it has a weight listed, then we use that weight, but I don't know that it does.
What? How dare you?
But if you do find that, yeah, then we use that.
Oh, found something that's similar. Bear traps, which have humanoids, blah blah blah. They weigh 10 pounds.
Then they weigh 10 pounds each. Question mark?
Yeah, it doesn't say for a stack, it just says individually, so... Yeah, this has the exact same stats as bear trap. I'll get the link. Does this link work? Yeah, that links work. Alright, that's in the survival gear stuff, but it has pretty similar stats to
Yeah.
bear trap. And it
Then
weighs
it
10
will
pounds.
be...
Trap
10
bear,
pound
2 gold
each.
pieces, 10 pounds.
Yeah. Oh, it's only 2
Also-
gold in this?
It also notes
Yep.
the gold of 2 gold.
Weird. Well, we'll use 20 gold.
Okay. 20 gold each.
Yeah.
Because game doesn't have rules the same everywhere.
It's like they have multiple different teams for a bunch of stuff, and it
Yes.
kinda got super messy.
Yes. The heck you say?
You should look at the settlement rules versus the kingdom rules. They don't make sense.
I don't want to, because I'd like to keep my brain intact. So we'll just.
Who needs sanity?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
okay.
a bit nicer on the weight part there.
Yeah, less than 24 pounds each.
Speaking
Yeah.
of weight, who's actually carrying the breastplate we got?
Steve is. I'm nominating Steve because I can't carry it.
Steve is probably gonna be shrinking back down soon.
It's a minute, so Steve is small.
Yep.
Tiny Steve.
But for a short while I was large and mighty, it was pretty awesome.
I bet. It was probably glorious.
It was.
I also give you the head of the huntsman. Do
Alright,
you
let me get to
have
my,
£10 free?
I do.
Would you carry one of the bear traps for me?
I can probably carry more than one of the bear traps.
Well, I'm probably gonna sell like half of them, or maybe I'd probably keep 3 of them on me, so I'm gonna sell like 6 of them when we get back.
Alright, how much is the head of the huntsman weigh?
I don't know what a head weighs.
Like 1 kilogram, whatever that is in your magical.
your weird
Magical weight.
imperial units. It's 2 pounds.
That's a very light head. He
It's
has no
10
brain.
That's
pounds.
no weight. It's just a head. It's just a skull and some tissue.
His
It's not
head is
heavy.
actually secretly a coconut.
It's 10 pounds.
It's just a hollow head.
It's a 10-pound head.
That's more like it.
Alright.
If you knew that, why didn't you say so?
How many?
I had to Google it.
Well, you can have that in search history, are you?
Yeah, exactly. I have how long for a head to decompose, and how heavy is a head. I'm also going to write, FBI, I'm playing a game, please don't kill me.
Well, a body can decompose to a skeleton within 2 weeks.
Yeah, it would be pretty gnarly after a day.
So I've got another 150 pounds before I'm encumbered.
Okay,
You can carry like
I'm gonna give you
15 more heads.
I'm gonna give you 6 of the bear traps in that case.
Okay, so that's 10 pounds a pop. 60.
Question. Could you attach the bear traps to the front of your body and charge at your enemies and hug them, having all the bear traps go off at the same time, gnarling them to bits?
I honestly don't see why not. That's why you're the GM and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut that off and say no, you can't. Okay, so you guys have gathered the bear traps.
Rain or Aaron roll knowledge nature to see if there's anything from the bear we could scavenge for selling.
Yeah.
Like
Go ahead.
Actually,
or the pelt.
yeah.
Like the bear gallbladder.
Let's give you guys a knowledge
The
check.
the bear liver.
Oh, I rolled really bad.
Gallbladder. We gotta harvest gallbladder, collect the gallbladder juice. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
the gall juice.
It,
Where
it
the
makes
good
it
stuff comes
powerful.
from. That 11 is not quite enough to know whether it's worth anything or not. So you wouldn't really know.
I apologize, guys. I don't really know much about bears.
I like how expensive and powerful
who
traps
does?
are, but then there's poisons and stuff which are much worse.
Yeah. It's yeah. Poisons are fun.
Yeah, that 13 DC, that's always gonna work.
Ooh, wow. Not that everything has like a plus 18 to its fortitude save after CR1. So yay, great, awesome.
Was it just one vial of Blackadder?
Yeah, it was one dose of Blackadder poison.
So that will get back as well.
He does also have a hard cover copy of the Blackadder TV show. Only the first 2 seasons.
Sadly, my character isn't British. But I'll have it.
Aww. Yeah, you jump into the game, grab it. Okie doke. So what do you guys want to do after taking all the stuff?
Back to Black Hollow?
Go back to Black Hollow.
Black Hollow.
Back to Black.
Black to black.
Fade to
Black.
black.
So you guys, you fade to black, and you turn back to black.
Sounds like the work of an enemy stand.
Perfect.
I see a huntsman. I don't.
Well, fade to black is a stand, so
Well, I haven't watched.
I haven't watched it. It's just people won't shut up about it.
I know, like I
Diamond
watched.
is unbreakable and
Yeah, the
Saurodo.
You know more references than I do, and I watched a part of Stardust Crusaders.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
JoJo's
Jesus
Bizarre
Christ.
Adventure. It's an anime.
Here I am just thinking like classic rock references, but no, it's just anime.
It's just anime. If you
It's
don't know what it
anime.
is, it might be anime.
Basically, if you don't know what it is, it's anime. Okay, so you guys.
That is useful life advice.
It is, yeah, exactly. Okay, so you guys start heading back to Black Hollow, going south through the farming village, of Nameless, and head back into Black Hollow. And it takes about a day of your journey to get
So,
there.
question: can we hire bards that start playing this song every time that we enter the city,
Back in Black?
town? Yeah.
Sure.
If you do that, my
It is
YouTube videos
going to
might be
cost
taken
you
down.
1 demonetization.
Yeah. Well, I can't get monetized anyway because they changed the rules. But
Well, it's
That
going
might
to cost
actually
you
put
1
strike
strike on your YouTube
Yeah.
account.
All right. So, well, in my heart, I'll know that I'm hiring a bard to play this song.
I'll
when we enter
I'll
the
just sing
town.
it whenever you enter the town. I don't have a good singing voice. But yeah, you guys enter back in Black Hollow.
I like how disappointed you sounded trying to say that.
And you guys, yeah, you guys are back in town and presumably head to Thali with your head in tow.
yes.
And as you enter, he goes, "Ah, it is good to see you again. You guys are really cleaning up our little town here. It's always a nice surprise to see you walk in my door."
How much is it going to cost to hire a bard to play songs?
If you're not
Wow.
using their spells, not a lot.
I don't know, like 30 gold a week or something. That sounds reasonable.
And
Okay.
it's
Can't
Thirty
they just
gold.
do it for exposure or something?
No, there is no exposure in this world. It's a foreign
That's
concept.
right. That is great.
Okay, so I've paid a bard to play Fade to Black when we leave and Back in Black when we enter for 1 week.
Okay. You do that. You find a bard. By the
Yeah, they
name
just
of-
never leave or we never come back.
You find a halfling bard by the name of Farthing Longbottom, who will sing your song whenever you enter into the town.
Excellent.
Did anyone actually want that climber's kit?
Yeah, it's
Was that a yes?
Don't think so.
nah.
Okay, I like to setting this.
Yeah, I'm good without it.
I'll also have those trap making tools since I now have traps.
It's a fair point.
I thought we were just going to sell those things.
So quite without
Well,
music.
I don't have tools,
Oh.
so I have a -2, but since they're masterwork, I go from -2
there
to
any music?
+2.
What happened to the music? Oh, there it goes back.
You broke it. That's what happened. How dare you?
You didn't make it repeat, I think.
It is on repeat. It just has a pause at the end of the song, where I think, but it is definitely on repeat.
Oh, well, I mean, it's quiet for me.
Oh wait, it's not. It's going for me right now. Do you not hear it?
No,
I hear it.
I can't hear anything. I'm a reload.
Yeah. Do
It
do
got
that.
louder.
Yeah.
I
raised the
can't
volume.
find Trapmaker's kit. It's really annoying me.
Multiple teams.
There's trappers.
It's probably a trapper's kit then.
But it's masterwork.
Yeah, the Masterwork trapper's kit.
Yeah, but a trapper's kit contains an average lock, a bear trap, a container of bone paste, a small cage, manacles, bag of marbles, 50 silk rope, 2 tanglefoot bags, 50 feet of twine, and wire. Which comes
Yeah,
to
but-
263 gold.
Wow.
Has nothing to do with
What?
traps, except as a bear trap in it.
Wait, what? I don't. Okay.
It says
Yes.
Let's see if I just Google. That doesn't help. Where did you get trap making kit from? Or did you just make it up?
I didn't make it up. It's it's on the trappers.
He made it up.
1 second. I'm gonna find it real quick. I'll link you to the character that I used for the
Making tools.
huntsman.
How dare you just make
Is
something
it just
up?
a craft kit? That'd be why it's
Didn't
not
make it up.
called.
It is from. Okay. That's the character that has the stuff. And he has a masterwork trap making tools.
It might just be the general crafting. It's just named that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably just artisan's tools.
I think we went through this
Yeah.
also.
That's right. It does sound familiar.
It's a masterwork crafting tools. Yeah, that's what it was. It was masterwork craft.
Craft trap. There we go.
So
Craft
that's what it's going
tools.
to be.
trap.
So yes, I'll keep that. I will sell 6 of those. I mean, I was just doing this while you were doing the person, if you want to continue.
Oh yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, you guys were talking to Folly, and he was fairly happy to see you. And he throws out his hand with a pouch of 700 rather, gold pieces. Here you go for a job well done. Glad to see you cleaning up our little town.
Anytime, old chum.
If you keep this up, we'll run out of work for you.
Well, wouldn't that be a shame?
I definitely prefer it to be more quiet around here.
Must be more work in the next town over.
There sure would be, probably. There's lots of work around these parts. Truly, it's been a while since Dragonfall, and, if you get closer to there, it'll get a bit more chaotic. So, definitely, if you head to any coastal cities, be on the lookout for, danger. So yeah, he hands you the 700 gold pieces, and then he gets back to word. He does also mention, actually, like, I don't know if you've noticed at all, but I've been trying to spread the word of your exploit, and especially that business with the owlbear. Putting up that head in front of here, it's raised a lot of word about you. It might be that you might be getting a bit of a celebrity status, if, especially if you keep this up.
Celebrity? Us? Ha ha ha!
It is not so laughable, my friend. You are adventurers of grave deeds, and you have done good for the community.
Well, we try, and we get paid.
Indeed, you do. Enjoy that.
I'm happy if what we do keeps the community safe.
Indeed, it does. The community's rarely ever been safer than this. Indeed, there's very little danger these days. And that's mostly thanks to you lot.
Streets should be a lot nicer. You don't have to worry about being snatched up when we do all that keep as well.
Yeah, yes, that will indeed be fantastic whenever that happens. Do remember, of course, my offer is still on the table. If you do decide to head there and you wish for a bit of backup, I've got 2 men who would be primed and ready for it.
I'll let you know.
Indeed, do go ahead and do that whenever that happens. At least that is to say, if you do want the help.
Well, such a thing is always helpful.
Yep, help is helpful.
Yes, it is indeed.
That's what it is.
It's by definition, really. Well, I'll be seeing you around.
After the shops.
Indeed. Have fun. And he continues to do his work as you guys head out of his office.
Woo! Making gold. What's the next thing I craft?
So that's it. That's the selling price, if you're fine with that, Goose.
Okay. Go. Roll me a D100 real quick. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
And that's it, split between us with some lovely points.
Woo!
Hot diggity.
185 each.
As well as the money from the bounty, which is 175.
Yep, already add that in. Man, I'm just always rich.
I'm gonna need to stop by the bank. Get my money exchanged.
Yeah, I'm exchanging mine money. Don't
How
need
much-
300x coins.
Does this thing automatically like
Yeah,
weigh
some-
your gold?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Cool. I only have 17 weight, so it's not too bad.
Steve, you can delete those traps off your sheet,
Yes.
as well as the
I will.
head. You haven't already.
Yeah. Back down to 47 pounds carried.
What is your light load capacity, Steve?
200, but let me make sure I don't have any enhancements on.
Your light load is 200?
He's a strong boy.
It's 116 now.
Wow. I can carry a whole 30. That's my light load.
Well, Steve is big, burly, and strong, and you are small
Not
and kind of pathetic.
obviously.
Wow.
I'm noticing such.
It's a nice D100 you're rolling.
Don't worry about it.
That Variadoring fan who wants to shine her armor.
Don't worry about it.
And you turn off Bless. Bless is no longer.
I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, that's
now.
been going on for a long time.
So what's the plan, gang?
Let me convert my plans and see if I have enough to buy a haversack.
Always wait a while and get it half price.
I have 1,800 gold pieces out of the 2,000 plus I need for.
Right, what is your spellcraft?
My spellcraft currently is at a +9.
You might be able to craft something with Steve's money that still makes him a profit. So you can craft items that give you a skill bonus. See how much it would cost. Because all you need is a 5 to take 10 to make his backpack. Squares.
The handy haversack that would make it effortless to carry things like 20 bear traps home.
And you know how often you guys come across 20 bear traps?
Surprisingly often, actually.
Okay, no, that still costs you more money. Oh no, half that.
But it'll.
At any point you can craft a magical item that gives you a skill bonus, and you square the skill bonus and then times 100. So if you want to make an item that gives you +5 to spellcraft, it will cost 2,500, but to craft it you halve it, so 1,250. And then once you get that, you can auto-craft his backpack.
Okay, what is this? What item is this that you're
You're making one.
looking at?
A handy haversack.
You're just creating a new item, because it's using the item creation rules.
Oh yeah, the
Oh.
DC was 23, wasn't it?
It was 24.
Oh.
It was 24. Yeah, so just barely.
What would the requirements be for that? The spell and
For skill bonuses, it's different.
I gotta definitely read up on this shit.
It's a very long page for you to do so. Normally it's not noted on this page. Look at an older item. You don't need one. If you're doing skills, you don't need to have a spell. You're just infusing it with magic.
So then is it just gold plus whatever item I'm infusing it with?
Yes. But you can just buy like a pair of gloves or something. Since you're crafting the item, you can technically make any magic item slot that you want with GM's allowance.
See, it's rules like that is how you end up with dark vision suppositories.
I can't allow that.
It might make your eyes really wide open with something in there.
So, how many dark vision suppositories are you making?
Oh, I'd have to give it to Steve. He's the only one who doesn't have it.
Fair.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
But yeah, if you wanted to spend a bit more money, but like make it cheaper in the long run, you could pull your money to make the item given +5 to spellcraft, so you can make your items half price easier.
Yeah, that might be best. I guess how much is that going to cost me to contribute to the Rain as our new crafter bitch fund?
Well, crafting it only costs 1,250.
So I'm going to contribute 600 to that. So I'm down to 120 platinum pieces. So that's going to be another 3 days of crafting.
Hold up.
Well, 2 days and a half.
Figure out what I'm doing here.
Rounds up to 3.
No, it's a minimum of 8 per item, but you can. It is fractions after that. So it'll take you 16 hours for the first 2,000, and then if there's only 500 left, you only need to do 4 hours.
So let's see.
If Rain is cool with making this for himself.
Skill bonus, competence is essentially what I'm making.
Yes.
Okay. So
You can also upgrade this later on.
So base price is going to be 2,500, like you're saying.
Yes, but if you're crafting it, it's half. So 1,250.
So
It would take 2
I
half
can
days
craft.
to craft.
Would that count as a wondrous item as long as it falls into the slots of parts that you can put it on?
It is a
right?
wondrous
like
item,
gloves. Okay. So then I would probably want to do something like an amulet.
Yep.
Okay. Give a competence of a 5 bonus. Do I have the gold in my pocket?
Steve
Just
said
give
he's
me
giving
600 gold.
To create a spellcraft thing? Holy crap.
Yeah.
So, 600 gold. Let's see.
Because in the long run, it's going to be better for all of us.
3. That puts me at 973 gold on that, and I have 830 gold there. Okay, so I'd have 500 gold left after we do that. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go buy myself a amulet of some sort worth 2 1,250 gold. I'm guessing
Buy
that's what I have to
components
do
and
to
then
do it.
craft.
Oh yeah, components and everything that I need, whatever those entail.
Goose hasn't spoken up, so I assume he's fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
I'm not trying to jeep you on the rules. Don't worry.
Woo,
I
competency.
don't
bonus.
worry about that.
See, it's actually limited by the rules because of the base price thing. That's kind of cool. Cool, 1,200 gold. That'll take about 2 days.
2.5 days.
16 hours.
I'll do some more retraining for HP if Goose is fine with me doing so.
Oh yeah. So how many days are you guys spending in town?
Sounds like we're spending 3 days.
3 days, yeah.
3 days. Okay.
I'm just gonna call this
to make things better.
I'm just gonna call this an amulet of spellcraft, and just call it a day.
Cogent, clear, straightforward.
Competency bonus. I know it's very simple.
You could give it something really fancy name, a snazzy name, like Rain's amulet of impeccable.
Give myself another 1 hit point.
Yeah.
So how about we call it Aaron's amulet of fantastic items. How about that?
Fantastical items are where to find them.
There we go.
I like it.
I have a question about the mundane weapon upgrades.
Yeah.
If I use that to upgrade my weapon to masterwork, is that the same masterwork as like in the
A
thing
masterwork,
that I could?
yeah, a masterwork weapon gives you a +1 to attack.
Yeah, but does that then entail that I could start enchanting it?
Yes, you can start enchanting a masterwork weapon as well.
Okay,
Like
that
a
makes
weapon
sense easier.
just needs to be, yeah, it just has to be masterwork to start enchanting it,
Oh,
and it has to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
masterwork to start upgrading it.
What's the DC to make something
Cool.
that much of a bonus?
It's not very high. Pretty sure you just auto-craft it.
Okay, so question.
Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade during those days as we wait. I'm gonna upgrade both my weapons into masterwork.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna cost. I think that's 600 GP.
Yeah, 600 gold each.
You want to make all of those components, Aaron. It has a DC of 8.
Where are you finding the DC to do that?
It's 5 plus cast level and anything you don't meet, and then you can just go to a item that is similar. So that one notes Cloak of Elvenkind, which is +5 competence of stealth. That's 3rd level. So 3rd level, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so question. Since we still have the broken ass breastplate that we haven't sold yet because it would be
Can Aaron mend it?
kind of impolite. Yeah, well, can Aaron mend it? But can we also have
Yes.
a blacksmith resize it to fit a gnome?
Yeah, easily.
There
I
are
don't think
resizing pricings. I think that is on.
Again, that is medium armor.
You not,
Yeah, I'm fine with medium armor.
You're divine.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it-
matter too much unless you want to use your skills.
Yeah, I mean clerics are proficient with that. With medium armor.
Unless you have a archetype that removes proficiency, clerics are proficient with light, medium, and heavy.
I have just light and medium and shields in what I'm looking at.
Oh,
In the
okay, so
cleric
it's
core
medium
classes.
don't have any problems.
Yeah, it's medium, so it's fine. I just light armor, medium armor, and shields except tower shields.
Oh, really? I thought they were
Nobody
proficient with
gets
heavy
shields.
as well.
Yeah, I could've sworn
not
they
in
were, but I guess that
Pathfinder, apparently.
changed.
Maybe they were in 3.5 or something.
And most clerics
that's
normally go
probably it.
tank, so they normally just take up heavy armor proficiency.
Yeah. But medium's fine, so yeah.
In any case, it's not especially expensive to resize. I can't find the actual rules for it. If there are actual rules for it, you can only find a spell that does it and a magical ability, but I'm going to say that it costs you like 15 GP to resize it.
Excellent. 15 GP they shall have.
Okay, yeah, they tell you that it's going to be like a day. It's going to be like tomorrow, ready.
We're already spending 3 days anyway.
Yeah, if
Exactly.
you're doing that, then
Might as well. So yeah,
in that case, I'm gonna. Well, I guess once it's done, but I'm gonna then trade in my old armor, which is just regular leather armor, in size
yeah.
small.
So 50% on that.
It's a child size.
As your
Not technically.
No, you would have sold the armor to the blacksmith. Okay. So yeah, you sell the leather armor for whatever leather armor is worth. I don't know. And have
It's not
and have the no, it's like 5 GP.
But I can just kind of use, if we're doing that, I can just use the 5 GB I get from it to
to resize.
trade in the
Yeah.
What's your
trade in
armor?
the resize.
Uh,
Leather armor, just
Straight
regular leather
that's,
armor.
That's 10 gold base, so 5.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Oh, yeah,
5
5.
GP. And then, so
I
it's
said
10
5.
GP to resize the armor, and the next day you have the armor resized. Is there? Do you guys want to do anything during these 3 days that you are spending in Black Hollow?
I'm preoccupied with training.
I'm
Fair
buying
enough.
4 more.
If you're buying 4 more cure potions, at this point you would just be better off buying a belt of healing.
Yeah.
Or a wand?
Like,
So
you
how
spent
much
probably
is
4
it? Is
to craft a belt would be 275, I think. Like, you
Yeah,
spent
how
more
much
on
is
your
it going to
potions
cost me
than-
to buy one of those?
Like, is it really
child belts that
200?
Niscali has?
Is it really just like 275 for a belt that can permanently heal you?
Yeah, because it's 3 times per day charge, and it's only level 1. It's really a low thing.
Where
It's
is this belt?
buying it is 450, but crafting is half.
I
It
can't,
still takes a full 8-hour day to craft.
Yeah,
I can't find this healing belt.
it's because it's player crafted. It's using the crafting rules.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So, are you...
G, did you put the value on your belt?
Value, probably not,
Okay.
because I probably forgot. No, I haven't put anything there.
It's because I don't want to work it out again. I'm going to check the chat. I'm pretty sure it's 450 to buy, so half to craft.
I thought it was like 800 or something. I may be crazy, though.
Yeah, it's 450 gold, 1d8 plus 1 3 times a day.
I'm going to become mighty.
So Aaron makes that belt?
You're taking another day.
I'm being abused.
Yeah. Crafting bitch.
Yeah, you are.
Crafting slave.
So it costs you 225 to craft that. Which is just a bit more than the price of 4 potions.
Doesn't cost me that. Cost me nothing.
But it costs Steve that.
you give me.
Is the Yes, I will give you money for children hides.
You easily find a pair of children in the woods, slaughter them, and take their hides.
Just so you know, take 10 for me right now is 24.
Nice.
Did we want to rate
Nice.
for you to make the backpack for Steve as well? The heavy handsack? That's another 2 days.
So that's another 2 days on top of the 4 days you're already spending?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole
If
world is
Steve
gonna burn
has the
down.
money and we want to wait around, I'm good. I can do more retraining if so. Steve got the dough.
Steve only has 1,000 gold pieces now.
It's only 1,000 for him crafting it for him.
950. Rounding up.
Is it the Addy Haversack?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2,000. I figure something else.
It's 2,000 to buy.
Yeah, so it's 1,000 for him to craft it.
Yeah.
So if you have 1,000, you can give that to him and wait 2 days
Yeah,
for it to get.
Well, I don't have 1,000 anymore. I'm just a bit shy.
How much do you need?
500.
I was going to offer it, but I don't have 500 gold.
Yeah. Probably need to go back out adventuring and killing people.
Adventuring? Ugh.
I know.
I just want to spend time in Black Hollow
Yeah.
making felt.
I would just do like crafting, get my
I
health
love
higher.
crafting.
Legitimately, the only like limit to me making an item to bump my spellcraft is how much gold I have.
Your gold
Yes.
and the actual hard cap, which I think is 54.
I think it's generally assumed that the only cap to what you can do at once you reach third level is the money that you have.
Yep.
The more money I have, the higher my bonus to spellcraft is. That's
Basically.
essentially money equals spellcraft bonus. This is the new math equation I've come up with.
Turns out that money makes the world go round. Who knew?
Even in
Indeed.
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Especially in
So you guys are forced to go out and do the other parts of the game.
Oh no! Or I can
Uh,
just sit here and mend things, doing menial tasks
go.
for random villagers while I earn money.
The highest
you guys-
confidence you can craft is 44, because above 44 is
Hey.
epic.
Jesus.
What prevents me
Jesus.
from just crafting things to sell for profit?
You can't, because you craft a half and we sell a
Yeah.
half.
Exactly. You can't craft to get profit.
What prevents me from haggling
You
people
cannot.
up?
The rules state you cannot haggle for items unless
It's-
they are like arts and stuff.
Yeah, like raw, you couldn't do that, and the GM, me, would put a stop to it. You can't like just make a bunch of money just making magic items.
Just gonna sit here and infinitely create money.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
the only way
Can
you
I
can
have-
make
It's like
money
the,
is to make a business, and at that point, we're not
Yeah,
playing
we're playing
Pathfinder anymore.
We're gonna start playing a different different tabletop game because you cease playing the game Pathfinder once you get to that point. Like you're playing a different resource management game, and you can start playing, I don't know, like Settlers of Catan or some shit.
I mean, I have played one of the games where I just made a shop.
Yeah, sure, but
But
like
that's
it's
one-on-one,
not.
not with 4 people.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the Pathfinder experience, basically. It's adventuring and
Excuse me, princess.
Making an organization and doing all kinds of stuff. Speaking of Pathfinder and not waiting around, what do you guys want to do?
Did you want to go for Scarface, Ted?
Sure.
Thing about the breastplate, I am now in constant medium weight.
Can you
But you're
give
better
some of your
protected.
items to someone?
I mean, you're pretty much. I've already said that you're carrying my backpack, so
Yeah.
where most of my other stuff
This
is.
all the more reason why we need to get the handy haversack.
It's
But
not.
it's
It's
not-
literally the armor that's doing it. I don't have much else that's just way me. It's-
Is your backpack
Just
master?
that. It is, yeah.
That +1 strength might help you.
I mean, I would still carry the backpack.
Yeah, but the +1 strength normally outweighs the weight of the backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It-
but
it
it
offsets
still
it.
has the stuff in it, so it's just gonna give me more weight.
I mean, you can just give me your stuff. You just
Real
have a backpack
I mean,
that's empty.
Where?
I mean, the
spell-
backpack was already putting me into medium
Anhole.
when it was masterwork.
You can cast Antle on yourself
Ah.
when we're going to battle.
It's no, it doesn't last that long though.
Isn't it hours?
Uh,
thought
I thought it was like an
hours.
hour.
2 hours
level.
per level, so
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
6 hours. But it's going to permanently tap me out of my first level spell.
You know,
single
there's
spell.
an item that could fix
Yeah, we
this
could
problem.
craft an item while we're in town.
Holy crap.
It will get around this carrier capacity stuff
I
we
was
got going on.
I was trying to write cries into the chat, but I couldn't because I was too sad.
The Arcanist decides that he is tired of crafting things for the week and would like to do something else.
Yay!
Okay.
The
We can
Arcanist
do this
would like-
next time we're in town.
The Arcanist gets a point of no, he gets a point of inspiration.
The Arcanist. the Arcanist would like to buy a couple of compact spellbooks.
I can't. What
Yeah,
did
you
you say?
said robotic then.
Yeah.
Compact spellbooks, empty ones.
Okay. You buy how many?
They're 50 gold a piece. I would like a tree of them.
Okay. That's going to be the general store. I think. Roll me a 1d100. Okay. Yeah, you buy those for the listed price.
I must math real quick. Hold on. 10 under 53 is 43. 5 underneath that is 38. And then I would like to... How long does it take me to copy shit into a spell book?
I think it's like an hour per spell level. Minimum of 1 hour. I think. I'm not positive though.
I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's within spellcraft. What are you trying to do? You're trying to copy from your main spellbook into your compact one?
Yeah. I'm gonna make a couple extra spell books.
I feel as though I've imparted upon you a sense of paranoia.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
There's
And then I need to find a way to not lose all these spells. So I need to like dig
You
through
could,
the.
like, you can probably get like a storage place in town somewhere. Probably the
Yes.
I don't know, maybe the inn or something. You get a PO box.
I would like to pay somebody to store one copy of my spellbook.
Yeah, you.
I mean, you
can-
know, if I can pay a bard to play Back in Black, you can find someone to
Exactly.
store stuff.
I will go to 3 different inns, and at each inn will keep a copy of my spellbook.
There are exactly there are 3 inns in town. One is the Alcaduct, which you guys have been staying at.
I will willingly
Which-
pay each innkeep a gold a week
Okay.
to hold my spellbook for me.
Well, it is 5 GP per month for the Alcaduct.
Okay, I'm gonna write this shit down. Hold on a sec.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
do
are we
it.
That's why
doing?
you have a notes section.
What we doing at the inn?
5
He's going to
GP
the inn to store each of
per
his compact spellbooks.
month for the aqueduct.
The
Alcaduct.
Alcaduct is 5 GP per month. And then you go to the upscale inn called the Golden Brooch.
Golden Bridge.
That's how you pronounce brooch, isn't it? And
Breach.
yeah, 10 GP a month for that.
10 GP a month for that.
And then you go to Sleazy's pub and stable. And he goes, "Sure, I could keep you a fancy rotten instrument. Right down here beneath the counter. It's gonna be 20 gold a month."
I wouldn't trust him. The
I-
spellbook is very
I-
expensive.
I'm good with the 2.
Alright,
and
then
I'm,
suit
I'm gonna
yourself.
be like, never mind. I'm sorry, it's a little pricey.
Sleazy is very disappointed.
And Aaron, it's going to be
So
very
I will
expensive to have several copies of your spellbook.
I will just keep a second copy on my person so that if something gets damaged, somehow the first one gets damaged, I have the compact one, the backup.
Yeah, you've got to
That's
pay half the time and half the price to copy your spellbook into another one.
Wait, half the money for what?
Normally you would pay for either a scroll or someone to teach you a spell. If you're doing it from one book to another, you're doing half the time required and half the price.
I have to spend money to write my own spellbook.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you're spending
doesn't
money on
make
special wizard ink and stuff like that.
Okay,
that
where are these
doesn't really
rules?
make sense to
Like
me.
as well as the words, you also got to put magic into the spellbook. That's why they're so expensive.
Yeah, but
Where are
you
these
are
rules?
magical. You have magic. Like you're a magical boy.
I mean, this is just what the rules state. As a GM, you can say fuck it.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna.
Why all these rules?
I
'Cause I've
am.
been digging into these rules
I am
forever
going.
now.
I am going to say fuck it. That's not how that works. I don't know. I don't like it.
I still want to know what these rules are because I've been digging all over for these rules.
Like I don't think it's especially broken for a character to be able to copy from spellbooks, and that brings a certain level of excitement to finding an enemy caster's spellbook. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to just be able to copy spells over with just time.
If it's not going to cost money, it takes half an hour per level.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Like bumping it up, like having it take an amount of time. I think that's like much better than having it cost money because it doesn't make sense to me that it would cost money, especially if you're buying scrolls to put magic into the book. Then the magic is in the book, so.
It's only 10 gold a spell, though.
I mean.
Yeah, but you have a lot of spells, don't you?
Yeah.
You have 10 first level spells. That's already
And
100
It would
gold.
take me 200 gold to make the
Yeah.
spellbooks.
I like it doesn't cost anything. It just takes time.
So half an hour per spell level.
Yeah, just bump that up to an hour per spell level.
Wait, what?
It's gonna take me
so
20
instead
hours.
of half time, it's normal time, but it doesn't cost anything.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's a fair trade-off.
I mean, we got time.
Yeah, exactly. You're here for a bunch of days anyway, so.
I mean, that's
Cool.
what, 10 hours or
Yeah.
something?
So yeah.
I'm only gonna make 2 spellbooks, and then I'll just like on
So we are spending more days in Black Hole.
on downtime while we're wandering around. I'll just like be filling in the other spellbook.
Okay. Let's see here. I need to advance the date again.
We really need to buy the pony and the cart so you can do this on the road.
Yeah. Also, I will point out
Just
that you
cart
are.
on the Steve.
It has almost been an in-game month since you guys started playing the game.
Half of
I
that
think
was
most-
just spent in that guy.
Yeah, I was about to say like most of that has just been in Black Hollow, just twiddling your thumbs, just like oh.
I mean, I wasn't putting the thumbs,
then-
I was being trained.
And then at the end of that time, I will be giving Aqueduct 5 gold and the Golden Brooch 10 gold to store a
Okay.
copy each.
That's good.
This is acceptable. Every so often I'll have to return, and guess
Spend
what
a
I'll
few more
do?
days putting spells into
I'll,
the books.
no, that's what I'll do. When I finally get this new spellbook updated, every time I level, I'll add spells to the spellbook, and then I'll return to the town, right? And I will trade one of my spellbooks for the one that I have updated, and then I'll update that one as we go, and I'll just keep cycling spellbooks. I'll have to keep track of which spellbooks and where.
You're not allowed. You copy it from spellbook to spellbook because if you lose your spellbook, you lose those spells. So
That's
you'd
my
have
point.
to have 2 on you.
Oh, so I have 2 on me.
Okay.
I have my main one right now, and then I have one.
I
that's
say you're
empty,
writing
so
it
it's fully
twice.
filling.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna write everything twice.
During your watches over a camp, you're just gonna be writing.
Yes, exactly. Whenever I'm doing a watch, I'm just writing in my spellbook.
Yeah, that's totally not going to inflict a perception penalty.
It actually doesn't say it has to. The
Well, you're not
rules
paying
for
attention,
crafting
so-
magic, rules for crafting magic items actually like say that you can just spend double the time to craft something during that downtime, and it not be a penalty. So I just work slow. It might take me a while to update the spellbook.
So what's the plan? Another 2 days in Black Hollow?
Yes.
Would we make it free so I can retrain again?
There you go.
I mean, I always have something to do. If we got days to spare, I could do some
The-
retraining.
So
the
at 8
retraining
hours a day.
Yeah, so another 3 days. The retraining you're doing, that's just like taking your skill rank and putting it into HP instead?
It's when I roll my HP. If I don't roll the max, I can be trained to get myself an additional 1 up to the max of my hit
gotcha.
dice.
So
Gotcha.
that will give me 2 spellbooks complete, and I'll have 4 first level spells copied into my 3rd spellbook that I bought.
If we're hanging around, I'm also gonna retrain my HP.
Since you're the same level as me, at the same price. You get 1 hit point for that.
For 90 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, I do it as well.
You're both terrible.
It's a disease, and it is difficult to get rid of it.
You might as well just change
At
it to
least-
Gil now, dude.
At least I'm not saying Kupo all the time.
Mm.
Because that is also a disease.
Koopa.
Just gotta go to Mognet again.
When you play a Moogle for 3 years, it's
Almost
it's gonna
3
suck.
years.
It
Almost 3
becomes
years. It's
second nature to you at some point.
pretty much, yeah.
I can do 5 more retraining. It's still max HP.
Oof.
I got like I rolled a 1, remember? So
Yeah. Still, that's very. Oof.
I've got the money to spend. I've got the time. Might as well. It keeps me alive a bit.
Yeah. Well, Steve will be spending his time
Train your HP.
lifting heavy things, preparing his body for future glorious fisticuffs.
So you train your fists.
Fists and body. Steve shall be
Koopa.
I
a
like your
sexy
body.
fisticuffs machine.
The moment when your caster spends monthly upkeep to have copies of his spellbook.
Yeah, that's definitely not a traumatized
No.
caster.
I made your person a Moogle.
No!
Definitely not a traumatized caster.
I'm just learning from my mistakes.
Mistakes are being captured that you weren't here for. So it wasn't really your mistake.
I was here for when I got captured. I was just not here for the fight that ensued before the capturing.
So it didn't ensue, it was a pre-fight.
Yeah, I showed up and I was like, oh, fuck. And then I got thrown over a wall and died. And then
Almost
somehow-
died.
That's where you
Almost
get
died.
to talk
Yeah,
to
I've been,
Vulcans.
I've been there.
What was it again? You took almost max damage from
Yeah, pretty
from
close.
your that was funny. Okay, so you guys have spent a long time in the town. I
Have
think
you
like
updated
let's see
the
here.
date?
Oh yeah, you've spent let's see here. Here's the
Been
16th.
12 weeks since you looked at me.
You spent a week, an in-game week, about 6 days in town.
We're just letting
So-
our epic go around the city so they know about us.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys want to do? That isn't
Steve
making
is ready
magic
to
items.
move on.
I would
I
like
am
to
ready
make
to
an...
go back to the gym for more retraining.
Steve is so ready to move on.
Just
we-
punching a
we
piece
go
of wood.
off and look for Scarface Ted.
I wake up in the morning and I clean myself with a spell, and then
Yeah.
Could you throw one of those my way? Leave me up too.
yeah, sure,
Sweaty from my training.
perfect. There you go. Vegetation, you are now clean.
So if you guys want to prepare specific spells for what you're about to do, you can do that.
Oh yeah, spell prepares. We're gonna go capture a person.
I'm gonna say muffle. Okay. Just because they are stalking, so I also want to stalk them. And if they're a group, they probably have a camp somewhere.
So we're looking to capture some Ted guy. So
You say capture, it's probably going to be end up killing.
Does he really need
That's
to be
fine.
alive?
No.
let's see. We will probably bring color spray this time.
But it's a group, so yeah, good. Unless their hit dice is going up and up.
I'll bring charm person as well, just in case. Maybe.
That was a bit
Well,
distracted,
no,
but you want to
Charm-
double
I
us
can
down?
put-
Charm
Yeah.
Person was very
Yeah.
useful, Aaron, when I was playing as you. It helped us find out about the bandit group in X-Town.
That's perfect. So I'm just
That's
going
actually,
for now.
I actually like that name for a town.
For now, I will prepare charm person and color spray, and then if I need to change anything, I can quickly adjust and change to grease or enlarge person.
Freeze lightning.
There we go. And then my cantrips. Always fun. We'll do mage hand today. Wow.
Also, at some
Okay.
point, I am going to commission you for like a very high bonus to stealth fighting. Because I
I'm
can.
gonna have to. I'm gonna start charging you people.
Plus 44 to stealth, please.
That'll be 193,000 gold pieces.
That'd actually be half price because you're crafting it.
No, it'll be 75% price to compensate me for my time spent standing in a room for 7 days.
More than 7 days for
Yeah,
78.
It's
like
700. No, it's
it's
1,000,
70.
900 days.
What? Excuse me.
Yeah, the
I
crafter
think
plus
first-
44. It's several days. It is
It's
1,930 days. But no, what are
wow,
9
that's
days?
multiple. That's like
93 days.
10 years.
I think until that happens, I get immortality. So
That's
we'll,
almost. That's
step at a
almost
time.
10 years. By the way, that's almost 10 years.
I mean, at the
No, it's
level you're crafting
192.
that, you can speed that up to double, so just half it.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Okay.
You can
Okay,
also
so-
get the feet to half it, so...
Can I? Okay, so what if I use like what if I like got a familiar? Because my familiar gains all the same skills as I do, and then I double the pace at which I create something, and I use the familiar to aid me in creating it without
There is
quarter the time it
actually
takes.
a specific
There's
thing
rules
for
for that.
If you get the improved familiar, you can choose the imp, and then give the imp, I forgot what it's called, I think it's just aided crafting, and they give you +2 as well as double the speed at which you craft, which you can also stack with your own feat, and with the +5, so you do 4 days of crafting in 1 day.
So there you go. I could do that. I can get improved familiar as an arcane exploit.
Then you'd have to take the imp and then give him the feat for crafting.
Wait, you can give him. He gets a feat also?
Yeah, you can.
Can't you also give him then an archetype? For example, the. Oh, is it cooperative crafting?
Yeah,
that is
cooperative crafting,
the.
that's it.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
just have the imp take the familiar archetype, valet familiar, and
Well, that's
then
it.
he just gets that.
That's the thing.
Yeah, he just gets that feat. Okay, yeah. So let's move on. So you guys walk to the east, attempting to find these bandits. What are you doing? Are you going through the forest, or are you just heading down the road, waiting to be ambushed?
We do diplomacy.
Boy, it would be horrible to be ambushed right now. With my jangling belt pouch full of coins.
Ching, ching, ching. Come on, bandit. Come on. Just jingling your coins.
My
Hey,
belt
maybe
pouch
if
full
there
of
were bandits here.
non-sequentially marked coins.
What an easy mark I would be for any prospective bandits around these parts. Gather information, you say.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
I'm gonna look to see what kind of clothes I can buy.
On the
A lot of them.
streets.
On the streets,
Well,
gather
so much for my gather information.
Why am I getting such high rolls and things I don't want them?
It's really weird. Gathering information.
There's an actual sun sensitivity outfit.
It's a D4 hours
Yes.
to gather information.
It's like a.
It's
three-
for
It's for
drow
orcs
stuff
and
that's,
drow.
I know what it's for. I
Yeah.
just didn't expect to see it.
I mean, yeah, but it costs like 300
Orcs and
GP.
drow gotta do their thing above ground too.
That's 200. Thank you. Maybe
Well,
I should just wear a silk kimono. Never mind, it's 300. Right.
Haha, I'm
Like-
better than you.
Whoa.
So
Hey now.
So you walk the streets near Sleazy's pub, and wow, the max amount of hours. I'm going to say that it was morning, and it's now almost afternoon because I don't want to spend another goddamn day in Black Hollow.
Another day,
So,
you say? Well,
No. So you gather information as you're walking the streets, talking to people near where Sleazy's pub and stable is, and you stumble across the information that there are about 6 people in his group. They are a small but tight-knit bunch. But you don't gather much more information than that. You know that they. You also get the information that they prefer to strike with bows from the trees. But that is
I can climb those.
that is all that you garner.
So what's that spell that lets you block ranged attacks?
Wind wall.
Protection from arrows.
Or protection from arrows, yeah. But wind wall as well.
Also wind wall, yeah.
But that's not a spell that Aaron has, is it?
No, I think it's. I can't remember if it's 3rd or 4th.
I think the cleric gets protection from arrows. Don't know what level it is though.
Looks like I'm gonna need a new set of clothes.
It is.
Oh,
It doesn't get it. Is that surprising? The Arcanist may
No, I can only protect from
What
like
is the
evil and
small-
stuff.
What is the spell?
protection from arrows.
So abjuration.
Yes.
Let's see.
It is a 2nd level wizard spell.
Yeah.
so-
Protection from arrows. That would be at 2nd level. I could get that. Yes.
Gives us a damage reduction of 10. Against arrows. Or ranged weapons in general.
Yeah, but do you have a tortoise shell? Didn't think so.
If it doesn't have a price, it doesn't matter.
I know.
I feel like I want to buy like things like royal clothes, just to have like stuffed in a chest or something, and then
Just to
then I
have-
can have the spells for like alter self and stuff, and come up with elaborate backstories and shit to be able to get us in the places we shouldn't be.
So
You just
everywhere
need
sits
the
with the beautiful
chest,
races.
So after you die, you just have it in the chest, and it's like, oh wow, but he was actually royalty. How could we have never known?
Well, yeah, and then like say we need to like get into the king's court or something. I dress in some royal clothes, prestidigitation to make myself look very well kept, and then I come up with an elaborate story of being a royal from some other land nearby and
Or Flunfnir.
get us into yeah.
Fiefdom.
But do you have a signet?
What?
Because you're not a royalty unless you have a signet.
Why do you say fiefdom?
Well, I can craft one,
That's-
sir.
It's a territory or sphere of operation controlled by a particular person or group. So it fits.
It fits. Probably Noel's outfits would be nice. I want fancy clothes.
I like how he's just shopping for clothing and we're planning to take out bandits.
Yeah, you're just like, what should we do? A protection from arrows would be helpful. Like, I like a purple outfit. Like,
I
what?
could really use a new vest today.
I think you need to get a mirror so that we can see your face because you're still facing away from us.
He's just always walking backwards everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, always conveniently when it's like turns to talk, he just turns away instead.
He's also showing off his right arm and part of his chest and back. That's probably why he wants new clothing, because half of his isn't even on him. Also looks like he doesn't have trousers.
That honestly, that picture very much represents the reason why this character now has 3 spellbooks.
What, because he has no clothing?
Because he had everything stolen from him. Because he legitimate walked into town the other day looking like that with no gold and bought himself like a cloak.
And pointing off to a castle saying that's where you come from.
That's actually probably like where we were heading, right? So he had just gotten freed and we were on our way back to the town. That's the image of him at the front being like, "We're almost there, guys." There you go, backstory to that picture. Happened to happen inside the game we're in.
What a convenience.
What a convenience.
What an incredible convenience.
So after you've bought your clothing, you need to do some planning.
I guess, yeah.
Well, Genboki can't do the planning. The rest of you can do the planning. Otherwise, his plan is buff him up and let him go slit throats. That's the
I like
extent.
this
I mean, I don't think this is necessarily a bad plan, to be honest.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's his
Straightforward enough.
only plan.
Fine. A plan is a plan. Like, at least
Yeah.
you have a plan. Just saying.
Me as a player has several plans. Me as a character, I've got one plan. Wisdom 3.
Is it
I've
really
got
a
like
plan?
wisdom 12, and I still don't feel particularly
You want to swap?
planful.
We just need to have like a combined headpiece where we swap mental sets.
Mm-hmm. There's an idea.
Just make me the leader again, even though I don't want to be the leader.
It's tough. You've assumed the mantle of the leader.
Like, I wanted to be the leader in Starfighter, but nobody accepted me as leader. Now I'm not wanting to be the leader, but everyone wants me to be the leader.
It's a difficult life.
Okay. So we're trying to look for some sort of bandit group, correct?
Yeah, I've already got information about them. There's 6 of them, they use arrows, and from what I can hear, they never camp. So we want protection from
And
arrows.
they hit from the trees.
Yeah, they go in the trees. So I can climb the trees. But you guys...
We wanna come at them
I
from the
have a
forest.
wisdom free plan!
Okay, so how much is
We
it?
buy some oil, prepare some fire spells, and we burn down the forest. They won't be able to climb the trees.
Nope.
Oh my gosh.
This is Genboki's plan.
Okay. So, continuing.
It's a
with
fine
our
plan. Let's not do that.
Okay, so how much is it going to cost us to get a cart?
Yeah, carts are super cheap, like 15
How is this
GP.
helping the plan? Are we putting the oil
Because
in
we're
the
going
car?
to get a cart, and we're going to look like merchants who are wandering in places they shouldn't be wandering. And our cart is going to help sell it.
But the cart's going to be empty.
You know, we can get like 5 gold worth of grain to put in there.
How
That
is
should
it a
fill it
plan
up.
if we just initiate them to ambush us? Even if we're expecting the ambush, they're still going to ambush us, and they're going to pelt us with arrows from the trees.
Which is why we have an armored cart that we hide inside of when the arrows start
It's
flying.
going to be very expensive.
This is true.
Also-
this could work.
You being ambushed by 6
I-
archers isn't good.
It's just we're in the middle of the road, and they're shooting us from the trees.
This sounds
That
like a
doesn't
Genboki
help us
plan.
at all. Even if we know they're coming at us, they're just still coming at us. It doesn't help us at all that we're knowing it's gonna happen.
Okay, well let's see.
Say we should come at them from the forest, from behind them, because if they're ambushing the road, they're like at the edge of the road, right? So we just
Do
have
we
to pick
know-
a side and come at them from
So
behind.
your plan is we wander through the woods on the side until we run into them. Following the road.
We have tracking skills. We also have dark vision. I have scent.
Yeah, we have dark vision.
Some of us have dark vision.
Most of us have dark vision.
Most of us.
Well, now we got a
Most of
crafter. We
us.
can craft you some dark vision goggles.
Holy shit!
Or time back, hello, yay.
No, I'm pretty sure we
No,
don't.
please, no.
I'm pretty sure we don't have the money for that yet, so we can get that on the next outing.
I'm gonna start charging 10 gold an hour.
I'm thinking about implementing a rule whereby money and crafting will be handled outside of the session, because this does not make for fantastic gameplay.
I don't know. I'm enjoying it.
Sure. Yeah,
Just load up Solitaire or something while you wait for us.
yeah, I'll just go on Reddit.
I mean, did we gather the usual area in which they attack?
You are
Like,
fairly
approximately?
certain. Like, the information on the bounty mentions that they are usually by the east road?
No, it just says roads leading out back.
No, it just says stocks of road. You did also gather from stock which travels through the woodlands. It is a heavily forested road.
Okay.
So we stalk the woods, try and find a camp, put them in a sleep.
And I travel the road as far as we can be sure it's safe, and then just set through the woods. And just be careful in there, I guess.
Whilst also looking for tracks.
Yeah.
Does anyone know, or if the bounty would say if they attack at night or day? Probably day for the merchants.
You are unsure. That is not information that you gathered.
I'm going to assume they stalk in the day.
Going to assume.
So it makes sense.
You know what?
Well,
you know
not
what
many
happens when
people
you
wrote-
make assumptions. Yes.
Definitely, but then again, I'm pretty sure not many like merchants travel through the night anyway.
Or just sleep. We're the old ones out because we have dark vision, so we can go at night time. Besides Steve,
Yeah.
we should just move to becoming nocturnal when we get Steve some dark vision. So,
I'm gonna have
who's
to,
on
like-
board with the plan of
Hmm.
taking the roads until they're safe and then go for the woods to stalk?
I think that probably would be the best.
Me.
Unless we put
Yeah.
Steve in the road and have him walk down the middle.
I mean, I was thinking how it would work if we tried to trigger the ambush, but that would. Some of us would still have to be like hidden, probably in the woods somewhere, because it doesn't make any sense that all of us are just in the ambush.
It's also, I think all of you don't have good climbing skills, so you're not going to be able to hit the guys in the trees.
I can
I
shoot the
could
guys in the trees if I
shoot
can see them.
bolts at them, or make them just fall asleep. Like if I color spray a guy in a tree.
How tall are the trees, you're saying, Goose?
I said they were 25 feet.
Pretty sure color spray is only 15-foot cone,
That is correct.
so you won't be able to touch
Wow.
them in the tree.
Those are not
If
very
that's
tall
the
trees.
case, we'll
Mildly
magic missile the
problematic.
shit out of people.
You only have like 5 magic missiles?
It'd be 10,
You have 10 magic missiles?
technically.
I mean,
'Cause it's-
actual
Oh,
cast.
because you have-
Fast.
No,
Oh, you
actual
have
cast.
arcane. You have arcane slot. The
Oh, the
what?
other, yeah.
Yeah,
Then,
you, like-
that's against 6 people.
Like, can you expend a slot to get another spell slot of that level? Like, can you expend your arcane pool point things?
No, it's not like a sorcerer.
So
It's
how do
not-
you have 10 slots?
No, I have. You get 2 missiles per cast.
Yeah, okay, that's what I. Yeah.
But still, that
So
leaves,
technically
that
10
leaves
missiles.
Steve out of the fight to just be pelted with arrows. I'm pretty sure even with his strength and attacks, he can't punch down a tree.
I mean, I could make him large.
He still won't be able to reach them
He can just chop the tree down.
with his fist.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, he can probably use an axe if he has
Yeah,
one.
I mean, we have technology.
like how axe is technology in this age.
What if I greased the tree branch they were on?
They would probably slip out of it,
Yeah, sure.
Just saying.
but they're in several trees, so that's only one person probably.
That's fine. I got 5 casts.
That's if they fail. And there's also 5 rounds of them pelting Steve or something else.
Every single round, they would have to, like, just save to not fall on their ass.
So Steve is buying a cart, and Steve is going to drag the cart.
But we had a majority vote to not do that plan. Unless you're doing your plan and we're doing our plan. Because even your plan of the cart still kind of goes in with our plan of going through the woods. You're still going to be pelted with arrows. And with your plan, you get ambushed by 6. With our plan, we hopefully can ambush some of them before they go into trees.
We have some element of surprise if we come at them through the forest.
Yeah.
Like, the difference in those plans pretty much is that the going through the woods is going to be more time consuming as we have to find them.
So Steve will act as bait while the rest of you are in the woods with your dark vision. And, yeah, I'm not sorry, bitter about that.
I like it.
Yeah, because also if we're going to sneak through the woods, we would have to move slower, and it's weird if they would just go super slow on the road.
I'll dress up like a tired old farmer.
Mm.
Maybe I'll get a little
Wait.
white mustache or something to emphasize that.
Your strength score, isn't it like 16 or 18?
17, I think.
Yeah, like 17, 18 is like the pinnacle of human achievement. So you're just like this roided out muscle troll, dressed like a normal old farmer, just like, hello, I'm like to sell my wares. Meanwhile, your
in my
clothes
attitude,
are
guys.
bursting.
I hope nobody tries to steal my valuable grain.
Meanwhile, your makeshift farmer's clothes are bursting at the seams from your bulging muscles. Like,
I mean, I could borrow him out of disguise.
No.
okay, yeah, that might work.
You need that, guys.
Against bandits who are going to kill me anyway, probably
Yeah,
not.
that doesn't need that disguise.
I don't need it if we're going to just go in the woods and attack some bandits.
I'm not a goblin. We don't care.
Yeah.
Wait, I am a goblin. We still don't care.
Okay, if you're being the bait, can Aaron please go learn protection from arrows? Because at least then you'd be soaking up 30 points of arrow damage.
I can't cast second level spells yet.
Okay, then we can't do that plan. You'll just be pelted with arrows. I hope you're fine with this.
Yeah. I'm fine with that. I'll just
I mean,
jump
I
in
can
the
give
cart and use it as
myself some
protection
protection,
against
but I
the
can't.
arrows
You can like,
with my incredible limber abilities.
you could also, if you're expecting
Came
to be,
4th level and I didn't notice.
if you're expecting to be pelted with arrows, you could also hypothetically just get a bunch of like armor and like shield, and like even if you're not proficient, I think I don't know, I can't remember what proficiency does. If it just gives you more.
It applies the skill check penalty to your attack rolls.
Yes, but that doesn't matter if you don't get to attack at all. So
So if I get a pair of bucklers,
They don't stack.
yeah, you can just get a heavy shield and like a breastplate or whatever, or chainmail. Even if you don't use it while you're in combat, if you're gonna get attacked anyway.
Thankfully, the disguise spell disguises that armor as a cloak.
I'm just imagining how this is gonna go, and it's so hilarious in my mind. Like, haha, it wasn't a weak armor. I was me, Steve. And he's just like this huge, muscled man with a creepy face and like a chain shirt and heavy armor. That's great. It's great.
You could also
Ha-ha.
buy some
it
javelins
was
and
me,
you can throw
Steve,
them at them.
the entire time.
Oh yeah, you could do that. But you don't get your strength modifier on.
On some
still-
throw
I-
weapons, you do.
No, you have to take you have to have a belt. No, it's not a feat. It's a third-party feat that allows it, And then there's an item that allows it, and it costs like 4,000
I swear
gold.
there's some throwing weapons that allow strength.
I don't think so. I may be wrong, but I think it was just like dexterity. And then there's a bunch of forum posts like debating it, and I just thought like, well, that's dumb.
Yeah,
could
there's
use a
always
sling.
forum posts debating everything.
A sling
I
adds
would,
strength
like-
modifier to damage, but
If by the way you ever do want to start throwing weapons, you can take the feat, because I feel like you should be able to. So what's the plan?
several plans.
Several
Should we-
overlapping plans.
Should we have a national referendum to see what plan you should go with?
National referendum.
It was a weird Brexit reference.
Well, whatever thing we come up with, we're going to be disappointed if it's a national referendum.
Yeah.
Well, Steve seems very set on this cart old man plan and getting pelted with arrows to probably his death. Genboki thinks it's a great plan.
Steve won't die from that. Steve's too good for it.
Genboki thinks he can take it.
I want to think of a way to make that work, but I can't really think of anything.
Genboki's not allowed.
Like, even if we did that to trigger their ambush, there would have to be or someone there. I mean, I guess if we somehow tank up in the middle that their arrows can't reach, it would force them to either come to us. It would be just a standstill. But I don't know if that's gonna be any useful. They might just try to starve us out or something.
You can duct tape the Scarly to the underside of the cart and have him heal you.
So we tie Niscali under the cart so he's out of view. And then he just sort of heals me from his protected position underneath the cart.
The only issue is we unless it has to be at night time and they have to be human, because I'm not going to be able to do much damage to people in the trees without stealth attacks.
It's gonna be
Either need-
nighttime for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be nighttime, but I need them to be human or a race that doesn't have dark vision, or I need to be flanking. Otherwise, I'm doing like between
We
1
don't
and
know.
3 damage.
I think Scarface Ted is human, but I have no idea about the rest of them.
The information I gathered say anything about their races.
The people of this world don't see race, so no.
Except goblins
What about the posts?
Except goblins, they're filthy fools.
and gnolls.
Yeah, and gnolls, and that other race.
And like half of the races.
Yeah, they see a lot of race. It's a very racially divided world. The
Racially charged.
The poster clearly depicted a human, but you don't know about the other members of the party.
So I can kill at least one of 6.
Yay.
You can get to him.
I can climb. I can definitely get to him. The only problem is, if the other guys aren't humans, or not dark-visioned, I'm gonna have a bit of an issue, besides Aaron shooting off his 10 magic missiles. Also, where's Aaron doing all this? Is Aaron gonna be in the forest as well, or is Aaron gonna be on the cart?
Well, I thought Aaron also has.
Do we
dark vision,
have
yeah,
any
do
way
have
of
dark vision, yes.
creating? Do we have any way of creating illusions?
Spells. Or we
I
can
do
craft a magic item. Magic solves everything.
That is always an option. Does Aaron have any access to illusion magic?
I do not have any illusion spells yet.
Okay. Fair
Okay.
enough.
The only one I have is
Yes.
disguise self. So
If we can kind of get like a bunch of empty crates and the rest of us hide in the cart and have just one of us be like, I don't know, pulling it, guiding it, and then that person, when he gets hit by an arrow, or hopefully doesn't die, but pretends to die, and when they come to loot it, then we strike.
It's a great plan, and I would add to it
That's-
if it wasn't wisdom free.
Like, I was hoping we could kind of make an illusion of the driver and have that illusion die, but if that's not something that can be done, then we have to improvise.
It's feasible, but you'd have to use like a first level slot on it. Like, I think it's what is it, like minor image or something?
Something like that,
Yeah.
maybe, I guess.
Silent image or something.
Yeah, but it would be a first level spell. And if you don't have that, you could always
Create a spell.
a chaos burst for it.
Or Chaos Burst.
You
could also just create a spell.
Let's not.
Stop giving advice. Chaos burst?
Question mark.
Minor image is second. Sorceress.
Well, that's
Spells is like silent
upper.
image. We do silent image first.
Oh, so you couldn't do the dying sound effect. It would just have to be like
It does not create sound,
Well,
smell,
yeah.
texture, or temperature. But you can move it around.
so just be a. And can you change the image? Like, could you change it to suddenly have an arrow in it?
Creates the visual illusion of an object, creature, or force as visualized by you.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
a- it's
I'd
a
say you could do
concentration,
that.
so it lasts as long as you concentrate.
Yeah, so I feel like you could do that with that spell. There is, of course, the problem of you're assuming the ambush is just they immediately kill whoever is manning the cart, rather than talking to them at all. And so if they talk to the image, and the image just sits there awkwardly.
I think
So-
maybe.
I mean, the image can react, I think,
Yeah, but it can't.
but they can't
speak.
say anything. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
Unless
don't
someone
think-
has ranks in ventriloquist or oh, that's a performance skill.
Wait,
isn't it?
ventriloquist is a
That's
is that
before,
a?
That's before.
I
that's
was
performance.
about to be like, is that specifically a thing?
It's minor
Do you
image,
want it to be
but
specifically
that's,
a thing?
That's second level. So we can't.
If
even
you
do minor
add the
image.
skill, I'll put ranks.
Make it give the image like a bloody bandage around its throat, and like have it act like as if it's mute or something. I don't know.
I mean, if you
I
don't
think-
have the performance, there is a spell for it.
I think this plan, any plan that you come up with, is going to have to sit around for about a week.
Oh, I'll be spending
Because-
another week in Black Hollow.
Oh.
Because we are about out of time, and also there's a juicy burger waiting for me.
Oh
with
no,
my
you're not
name on
allowed
it.
to eat. You need to do that before the session.
I'm
I'm
hungry.
with you, bro. I got a shower.
Yeah. There's stuff to do, and I think you guys can plan in general chat just as well as over voice while we wait for next week, Sunday next week. So I will thank you for the session, and I will see you guys next week.
What a fantabulous game. You guys have yourself a good week.
Yep. See you next week for some
You
more
as
item
well.
crafting.
See you next week.
For more sitting around in Black Hollow.
Next time in Black Hollow.
That is
Ooh.
Next time in Black
10
Hollow.
gold an hour.
Rain, can you retrain your feet to not have that feet so you
10
just not have it? Just don't have
10
the feet.
GP per hour.
Rain, just
is
don't
what
have
I'm
the
going
feet.
to charge.
Rain, just take the feet away. Item
Yeah,
crafting doesn't
but-
exist.
But if I charge 10 GP per hour and it takes 20 hours to make something and I make 200 GP.
It's pretty sweet. Okay, I'll see you guys next week.
See
Later.
ya.
Goodbye.
Uh,
Catch you next week.